time for
shit.
math. Okay, shh.
Shut the
2
fuck
seconds.
up.
I don't know if I'm gonna get an
Sorry.
intro in. So just pay attention. We're at Master Vic's house, and Rose, Gracie, and Kelvin Gastelum are here. That's it. Okay, it's time for Matt Therapy. Let's go.
Matt there.
That's the name of our podcast. Oh, so now nobody wants to talk. 2 seconds ago, everybody was talking. Rose, Gracie, what's up?
Hi.
Hi. What's new? What's going on?
No, I'm doing Gracie Worlds. I'm really excited about. Really excited about it.
Gracie Worlds is coming up when and where?
It's going to be at the Anaheim Convention Center at the end of August.
Yes.
And it's going to be the only one I'm going to do this year.
Why?
How come? Because I don't know if I want to be doing tournaments as much anymore. I don't think that's what I want to do anymore.
Really? What made you come to that conclusion? You're sick of everybody freaking out?
Everybody cutting weight? Yeah. No, I kind of want to do other stuff. I want to do other stuff with children. I want to do other things that I feel like are more passionate right now. I'm more passionate about doing stuff with kids and jiu-jitsu and stuff.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Okay, so do you do jiu-jitsu? Have you ever trained?
Yeah, actually, I train with Javi once in a while.
Uh-huh.
But no, the way we were taught, the way we did it was basically women, we would never get promoted back in the days. So
Really?
there's no such thing as a woman blue belt. Like, my dad gave a first blue belt to, like, a woman, and it was like, whoa.
Everybody was all like,
Yeah, it was like, this lady was training with her husband, and I was already like 15 years old. And this lady was training with her husband, and the guy got his blue belt, and she was really, really good too. But my dad is like, she's a woman. How could I give her a belt?
She has a vagina. How could she do jiu-jitsu?
It was literally that bad. And, and it was so, like, if you even pursue, like, to try to train a little bit more, they'd be like, what are you doing? You need to go. Yeah, it was really, really bad. So I kind of grew up like that. I was trying to even train a little bit, and then they'd be like, okay, who's going to answer the phones?
Go clean dishes.
Yes. So my whole grandpa's philosophy was, to me, always is like, listen, you got to understand the job of a woman is to heat up her stomach in the stove and cool it off in the sink. Literally. That's what he would say. So it was really, like, the whole self-defense system, I had it down because that's what it was for women.
Yeah.
But then everything else was really, like, no, there's no need for that. And I think the barrier was broken by Kira when she was training and wanted to train. And everybody was turning her away, like, listen, honey, you're a girl. You need to be going home and stop with this right now. That's when my cousin Flavia, which is her mom, said, you know what? No, she wants to do it. You need to go.
Okay, so for anybody who's not caught up, and I can't imagine anybody who would listen to our podcast who doesn't know who you are, but just in case there's the weird, crazy person, you, that doesn't know who Rose is, tell everybody.
Who are you?
Where you fall into the royalty. So Helio is your grandfather.
Yeah, so he's my dad's dad. And his brother, my dad is
Horion, right?
Yes.
Uh-huh.
And which was the creator of the UFC and that whole thing. So, and then his brother, Elio's brother, is Carlos, which people usually see either Carlos' picture or Elio's, and sometimes both of their pictures. But Carlos is actually my grandfather too, like my great-grandfather, because my mom is Carlos's granddaughter and my dad is Elio's son.
That's crazy, really?
So they're second cousins.
Yeah. Brain hurts trying to figure that out.
Really?
Okay, so there's Carlos and Elio, right?
Mm-hmm.
They had their children. My dad is Elio's son. Then he had a daughter named Rose, which I was named after, and she had a daughter, and I'm like a generation under, so I'm fourth generation here. Well, third generation under Carlos, and then second generation under Elio. Which people say Helio.
And so Kira, sorry, we're American.
It's okay.
I apologize.
I just feel weird calling my grandpa Helio.
Right?
This is not his name.
Helio.
It's like me having to say Royce.
I was going to say, is that why you go by Rose, because you hate Americans, like, pronouncing your
name?
No,
actually, no. When I was a teen, I came to high school here. I used to come here always since I was very little, because my dad was living here. And Hidon, my brother, and Henner, not so much Henner, but Hidon was older. Hidon and Henner, actually. And I'm going to throw even Halleck in, too, because he was also a little pain in the ass. So, those three monkeys, they would make fun of my name all the time. They would be like, hose, like, pick up the hose outside.
Like an American
and then I hated it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I would cry, like, telling my stepmom, like, this is ridiculous. Like, they don't know how to say my name, and they make fun of my name.
Yep.
So she goes, just change it. And I'm like, what? And she goes, I don't know, come up with anything with an R and just change it. Nobody will ever know. And then I'm like, okay. And she goes, oh, you could just go Rose, like your name, Rose. And I go, but either that or deal with it. So I was like, okay, freaking A. I'm just gonna go to Rose.
Nice.
And that was the it was easier too for everybody. So my name is actually Josie, but nobody knows how to say it.
Right.
Don't even try it. It's not gonna happen. It's actually kind of irritating to me sometimes when people
That's
go,
my
hey.
question.
They're like very American. They try to be really like
Damn, I was about to try it, but
Brazilian.
now I'm not.
Yeah.
They're like, hey, Josie. I'm like,
You're like, please don't.
just please stop.
Yeah. I know the first time I met you because I didn't know, and I'm like, I tried to say it, and you were just like, no, it's Rose. I'm like,
Just a Rose.
sorry.
Stop.
Nicely.
What have you changed your
I
name
hope
to?
I was really nice.
You were nice.
Did you ever think about that?
The what?
What have you changed your name to?
No, I never
You
thought
didn't-
about
you didn't
that.
go that far?
I'd have even it didn't matter.
Come up with like
I
a
just didn't want to
superstar
deal with
name.
those kids anymore. I was
Yeah.
just like, whatever, that's gonna shut these little suckers up.
That's what I'm. So like, you guys come here and you hear Americans pronounce your words, and you're like, just don't do that.
Yeah. I don't know, I have like a very blunt attitude, like blunt way of saying
What?
things.
Ooh.
Shocked. No. Look at him helping me, completely helping me. I'm going for a lifeboat and he's not even throwing one.
Master Vic's over in the corner.
No,
What's
well,
going on?
I'm just very direct. That's
Yes.
it. So, I don't even know what I was saying anymore.
You don't sugarcoat it.
Yeah. So when American kids were trying to say your name, were you just like, don't do that?
No, I just tell people, no, that's it. It's just Rose. And then they don't question
Or just say
Yeah.
yes to whatever they say.
Yeah,
Even if
not-
they completely fuck it up. You
Yeah, I
be
just
like,
come here and be like,
yeah, it's
yeah,
Close
I'm more
enough.
like, nah, you've
Yeah.
gotten it wrong. Just don't say that.
Okay, so back to Kira. She's really the first woman in your family
That pursued and went forward. Now, after Kira, there's some girls already trying it because it was kind of a different age and stuff, you
Yeah.
know, but then some grabbed it from where they were right there and then went on and continued with it. But I was, luckily I was always involved around the business side of it, which to me was cool. So I was helping run the gym, the Gracie Academy, and just helping do stuff all the time, creating new things. And I was very fortunate to be able to do that in that
Yeah.
side. So jiu-jitsu is my life still, just like anybody else's, but just a different aspect of
I
it.
feel like because you've been exposed to it so much that, like, there's, did you guys hear when what's your boyfriend's name? The fighter, Dominic Cruz.
Oh, you date him?
No. She just thinks he's handsome. I call her. Okay, so but when he was on Joe Rogan, he was talking about when he was injured and he couldn't train, and so he like mentally trained. And I feel like you've been around jiu-jitsu long enough that like
mentally trained
when
it.
you train, you're probably like purple belt level without.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
with a
yeah.
hammer stepping on
You're
the
like,
mat.
I'm just on it. I got it.
Honestly, like, I always do the most of my training now with Javi, and I don't think I'm a purple belt with him training at all. Actually, I think
that's different.
I think it's like my first day every day. It's like,
Yeah.
fuck. I'm like, why are you stepping on my foot so much? Like,
Why are you holding on to
give
my
it a
sleeve?
rest. Give it a rest. But, yeah, no, not at all. But anyway, so... Yeah, I like jiu-jitsu. I love jiu-jitsu. I'm always going to be around here. And then I feel more and more now. And now with the stuff that he's doing, like with strikes and stuff, makes me want to even, like...
You guys do
feels more
combat
excited.
jiu-jitsu?
Yeah, right? That's the only way to do it. Are you
Yes.
excited for the girls combat jiu-jitsu? I'm
Hell
sorry,
yeah.
the fact
Yeah.
you said that, it completely threw me off. How exciting is that going to be?
There's a 10th Planet representative in the combat jiu-jitsu already. Elima McFarland from San Diego.
Isn't Lila on it too?
Lila's on the regular card, and then there's going to be a qualifier for all the 10th Planet
You're right.
women,
Hold on, you're right.
to try and get that second spot.
So, who's on it? Like,
Lila's on EBI.
yes.
And Elima's on the
Elima's
combat
on the
jiu-jitsu.
combat.
Yes, I got
And
it.
then
I
the
got
rest
it.
of us will be fighting for the second spot in the qualifiers.
The rest of her.
Well, she's injured, yeah.
Oh, wait a minute. So, like, all the girls from 10th Planet are fighting
For the second
spot.
10th planet spot.
Is that right, Vic? Did I say it right?
Yeah,
Whoa!
Ding,
That's,
ding.
that's really cool.
Yeah. So June
So
11th,
next month,
yeah.
June 11th, she's going to compete
Yeah.
in the EBI
I did not
qualifier.
know anything about that. Hey, I didn't even know anything
They
about
did,
that.
that's why he's done it for a little bit now, where he'll have in-house qualifier
Yeah.
for the second 10th planet spot. He'll invite one of the,
Oh, that's
one of the
great.
guys, and then
So, how many girls are in that?
We're not sure yet because a couple ladies had to drop out. Becky got injured. Somebody else had something happen.
Lima, I think, was
And then
expected to be on it too.
Lima was
So
going
now
to do the
she-
qualifiers, but now she took the combat jiu-jitsu spot. And
It normally has been a 16.
I don't know. I feel like there's
You
going to
can
be
go if you want
10 to 14 of us.
Don't tell me to do
Or
My
you can
calendar
sit and
has
watch.
them.
I'm like, I know he's locked up in there feeling he can't get up.
Like, I'm just going to sit here and play self-talk. Like, they had a whole other conversation, like on the camera.
Yeah, I know. I was like, what are you guys doing?
Conversation.
It's funny. It's cool. It's chill.
All the side notes were Victor Davila and Kelvin Gass.
Right.
Thank them.
Whatever it is that
they
they
were talking
send
about
you.
food. I heard them. They were talking about
I'm
food.
sure
That I'm not
they
surprised
were.
about right now.
I'm sure they were. No
What were we
question
talking about?
Jiu-jitsu. Oh, do your daughters train?
Yeah, so the little ones are having a hard time right now.
What?
A really hard time because they feel like
How old are these?
10 and 9.
Okay.
And they feel like, I don't want jiu-jitsu. And kids, when they grow up in jiu-jitsu, it's a very normal thing
Of
to
course,
go
sure.
through. So they're going on the I hate jiu-jitsu phase right now.
Yeah.
Because to them it might be
It's
more
the
like
family
I'm going
business.
to mommy and daddy's work, whereas like
Yes.
It's not.
It's very different. And you know, it happens to every kid. Like, we grew up around these kids always training jiu-jitsu, and sometimes they just get a little bit burnt out, and then they got to take time off, which they're doing. But I'm cool with it. And now we've been talking again. Haley yesterday picked out a new rash guard for herself, so I know we're going.
Nice.
I'm trying to just explain. I think through education, you can teach the kids a lot. And I try to educate them in the sense of telling them, listen, this is what... Whoa! Hi,
What's
Tori.
up, Tori? We're recording
you
a
have to
podcast.
lean in and say hello
say,
at least.
say hi
so
to the
that
podcast, Tori.
Hey,
Tori
what up,
Davila.
guys?
Tori has a podcast too. Did you know that?
No.
Yeah, with
I didn't-
Redoom, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yeah.
A cross promotion.
Yeah.
Yes, for sure.
Alright. Well,
Yes.
Did you just
Starting.
come from high school?
Yeah, I just
High
got
school.
home from school.
I know
to
what.
school.
I know, but what grade are you in right now? Because
10th.
I couldn't remember how old he was.
10.
10th grade?
Oh my goodness gracious.
2 more years and
Oh
finally,
my god.
Alright.
finally out.
I feel
Come-
old. I feel
Come
old.
back
You
and
can
roll
go now.
some. We haven't rolled since you got your man-sized body.
Yeah, you're like a little tank over there.
Even when he was a kid, he was hard to roll with, so I'm sure he's horrible now.
Yeah.
He's like, the mats are right there, ladies.
Right?
Mats are right there, ladies.
The kids.
The
So,
kids growing
yeah.
up, I mean, I'm sure it was the same for, like, all your brothers and stuff, right?
Yes, they had phases.
Yeah.
It's just a normal thing.
Of
It
course.
happens. Sometimes you
I
do a
mean-
skateboard, and then they have the girls phase, so it's just always in phases.
But adults do the same thing. I mean, it's kind of the, it's the blue belt phase or whatever they call it, or,
The Blue Belt Blues, is that?
Is that what it is?
I think so.
And then the girlfriends or, other person takes
I
them away
stopped
for a little bit.
when
and then eventually
Jonathan
come
and
back.
I first moved in together. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like training like once or twice a week, and he's like, "What's going on? Why are you like? Why do I only see you like once a week?"
You're
And
like,
I'm
I have
"Ah."
a boyfriend. I have a boyfriend.
yeah, it's like,
Because I went from training like 6 days a week, and I
Feel
dropped
like I'm
down to
busy
like
now.
2. Yeah.
I'm busy now.
Well, at
And
least you
then-
were still there. Most people
Yeah.
just disappear completely.
Oh, I'll never leave 10th Planet.
Couch
I'm,
is showing.
yeah. I'm literally 10th Planet for life.
No, I wanted to do this whole little room here,
I like it.
like
Rose is
white.
upset about the
Explain to
couch.
everybody where we are. We are in Master Vic's. What would we call this? It's technically a shed, but it's really more of like a mini office.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like
it's the EVI
It's
offices.
basically where we can say whatever we want to say without the kids
Right.
hearing it. It's like where we
There you
hide
go.
from the children.
So this is where you guys come have EBI meetings.
Most of the meetings are here, yeah.
What's your affiliation? I know you're always there.
Yes.
I know you're
but
always there.
are you affiliated with like?
No, I mean Victor and Eddie are like my best friends. You
For
know,
sure.
Victor is like my brother, literally, like, literally.
How did you guys meet each other?
I met him at one of the tournaments, like in 2010,
Mhm.
and then we became really good friends. And then I went to El Paso because he did one of the regionals events there, and the Gracie regionals. And then when I met him at El Paso, I'm talking about you right now, how we met.
We're learning how you guys met.
So we were talking about how we met, and it was in 2010 because they asked me what's my affiliation with EBI.
Yeah.
Like, you're always there.
2010.
I'm just a VIP guest, I guess.
Right.
What?
No, you don't know.
She's trying to,
I
she's
know.
trying to hide the couch for you.
I know you don't want the couch.
It's all good. I'm right.
Rose hates the color of the couch we're sitting on.
The stripes. And Calvin's back.
I'm trying to get some
Just making sure.
So I met Victor at the 2010 event. I think it was Nationals. What do you want? What do you want?
Phone charge.
I got it for you. Keep talking.
Right there.
It's not in the room.
Can I take it off
Yeah,
of
go
this?
ahead.
Oh my
He pulls the whole
god.
thing.
Yeah, pull it with enough force so that.
Physics, like Kelvin has.
There you go.
I think that 2010 is when Vic and I became friends. It is because that's the year
That's
after
when
I joined
Victor
10th
showed up with Tori on his shoulders.
Yep.
Wearing the
Tiny
10th
Tori.
Planet El
Yep.
Paso Mexican t-shirt.
exactly
Great
what
color.
That sounds right.
Yep.
Yeah. So no, I don't really have any affiliation with EBI except they're really good friends of mine.
Right.
No, she does.
I don't.
But she can say on the phone.
A little bit of affiliation. I like EBI shirts. I have one now, finally,
I
officially.
have one too.
Huh?
I have one too. That's it.
I have one EBI shirt.
Me too.
Oh, guys,
I have like
I'm
one.
out of here.
and I took
You know-
it from somebody
you know
else's
they
closet,
still-
a
they
buddy's
still-
closet.
they
I
still
cut it
have-
up, and they was like,
I need to
mine
cut mine
now.
up.
They
yeah.
steal a fucking box of t-shirts and a few racks
Somebody
or something.
stole a box of
Yeah,
t-shirts.
yeah,
Who the fuck
on
would do
EBI
that?
Who
11.
would do that?
And I told the story because, I mean, it was also habit, of course. They help us through sponsors. I don't
Yeah.
have it, my sister. And it just suddenly
Somebody
disappeared.
just walked
Disappeared.
away with a box of
Did you ever
It just
check-
disappears. So
Like, are you shocked and surprised? You know how many times that happened to me in my tournament?
no, that's why I'm
You're
saying
like,
that.
no, actually, that pisses me off because the whole point of the jiu-jitsu community is we're supposed to be a small, tight-knit community. So if we can't trust our own people,
There you go.
like, what the fuck? You're there to, like, support and watch the show, and you walk off with a box of stuff?
Listen, in jiu-jitsu, just like in the Gracie family, there's one type of
There's
human
bad seed.
being
There's
in
one-
every
there's a bad
single
seeds.
like scenario.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Think.
Did you ever check eBay to see if like a bunch of EBI shirts?
Oh yeah,
showed
on
up
sale.
on eBay?
No, I mean, I hope they give it to the right person so they, have it. I don't know.
He was trying to have like a Zen, but I hope they gave it to somebody who needs it.
At least,
Yeah.
at
People
least
who
something
need
good came
EBI
of.
Jiu-jitsu represent EBI proudly.
Hey, Vic, how did you guys talk the UFC into the women's card, or was it the other way? Did the UFC call you and go, "Let's do ladies"?
The ladies think,
Yeah.
yeah, they
They're
want
like,
it.
hey, it
They
turns
really
out it worked
want
for us, so maybe you guys should do
Actually,
it
it was
too.
an idea that I had since EBI 4.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
And I was trying with talking with Eddie and this and that, and then it came back again on a perfect timing, so now it's happening. There's a lot of plans that we have, yeah, we talk about it later. Keep talking.
Yeah, I think it's great that you're talking. I want to
Yeah, I
hear
wanna
it.
hear
No,
it.
please, no. It's
No, I wanna hear
your
about the
time,
plan.
It's confidential.
Yeah,
It's
right?
all confident.
Confidential.
Stop.
And
Can you talk? No, he doesn't want to talk.
He doesn't want to talk right now. So, I thought you worked for EBI. I thought you. I guess everybody
he
probably
doesn't
thinks
want to say.
that.
I'm gonna say it.
No, you're
Rose
not.
is in charge because we had the meeting today. She got late. She got late to their meeting today.
Yes, why are you here at the meeting?
Portuguese time. No, Brazilian time.
No, I just helped them making like the goodie bags for the competitors.
Yeah.
Just
Oh, okay.
That's it. Nothing major.
little workaround.
Yeah.
Well, sponsorship.
We're developing EBI Portuguese, and she's gonna be the responsible to develop the EBI Brazil Portuguese with all the content, everything in Brazil.
Yeah.
She's gonna be responsible to
Because you guys
Well-
already did one in Mexico.
everything. Yeah, everything on Portuguese in Brazil. She's gonna be the responsible
Oh my god.
to take care of it.
We're gonna get
She's
to
my personal assistant in Brazil and representative executive EBI executive producer in Portuguese or whatever. the fuck.
Hey!
If only you guys could see his face.
You name it.
Says
Executive
this.
representative
That
of
was-
EBI.
A big title you
You
have
know, it's
there.
like you have EBI
And a lot of
English,
titles.
Spanish,
Yeah.
and now we're adding in a few weeks Combate, which is the largest TV global channel.
Yeah.
It's, EBI is gonna be seen in Brazil now every
Oh,
Tuesday.
nice.
And there's a lot of shit going on in Portuguese.
Yeah,
And
that's
I
really
gotta
cool.
trust someone that knows about jiu-jitsu and organizing everything. Is this woman?
There you
It's
go.
officially it's exclusive. that
Oh, we
we're
got the
getting.
exclusive
Oh, we got
scoop?
the exclusive
Oh.
on it.
That's what she didn't say anything, but it's exclusive and say it in the name of Eddie Bravo and myself, right here. So anything on Portuguese related
Nice.
in Brazil,
Good
go
roast.
to host.
There's no. Fuck it.
Good luck. Good luck. God bless you. Talk to Rose Gracie. Good luck.
Look at it. He makes it sound like I'm so mean.
You know what? You're not me. I feel like you and I are like
You know what?
the same.
Similar.
Yeah, it's good leadership skills and a strong personality, able
Right.
to put people in their place when they need to be put in their place.
Thank
I like
you,
that you
Dana.
looked at.
Thank you, Dana. Thank you for using the word. That's true.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's
it's not a that's gross. Someone experienced. I hope she was a little bit more Gracie, but it's impossible. It's a little
not
more
possible.
Gracie. So, but we
A little bit more
we take
Gracie.
that. We take that. I think it works.
Alright.
A little bit more Gracie.
She's my favorite Gracie.
Aww. Well, I better be.
You see why? You see why?
Yeah.
You know,
So,
when I met
how does
her,
your-
she was talking with this parent, complaining about something, but the parent was a pain in the ass. I already see the parent before,
At the school?
No, at the Gracie tournaments, at Gracie National, Gracie
boy.
something.
Parents are so hard to deal
Oh
with.
boy, here we go.
And then she fucking put it on his place like a real fucking woman. Like I was like, damn, look at this girl. Who's that? And then they told me, oh, that's Rose Gracie. I was like, oh, there you go.
Yeah.
That's why.
Look at this guy, dude. What the hell? I was about to throw a phone at you here.
You're fast. You're fast.
And look, and notice that I didn't throw on top of your plate. I was just like right in the middle. That's where I'm going. I was aiming for the forehead, but I didn't make it right here.
Very important.
I was like aiming for the forehead.
Very important. What's that message?
Okay, I have a question. How does your dad feel about ladies training now, especially with all the
completely
evolution?
different. Yeah, completely different. My dad loves it, and it's part of the stuff that.
Is he back in Brazil?
No, my dad's here.
Yeah.
My dad's
Does he
here.
come into your school?
He's been there, but no, he doesn't come off to my school. My dad doesn't drive very much to go anywhere.
Really?
I mean, if there's
I'm chilling.
Yeah, if there's like one of the kids' games or something nearby, he'll stop by, but it's not like something.
Yeah.
I have to always come to this side of town.
Yeah.
All
Like
right.
it's like my whole family's here. So it's like they all make
Why?
sense for them. Like, why do we all gotta drive there? Why don't you just drive here?
That's true.
If you're the one person that has to go
Apparently,
to
apparently. Then how dare?
Why did so many Brazilians move to Southern California? Is it because the weather?
the weather's
You know what?
It's here in
Yes,
Miami,
it's
right?
it's very similar to like real. It's California. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know, California.
There's a huge concentration.
It's like beautiful weather 11
Yeah,
months of the year.
the weather's
Brazilians.
also in Hawaii. It's where they feel comfortable because that's kind of similar to that. But you see Brazilians in Chicago, they're like
tropical folk.
Yeah, you can't like.
Shuttle.
I feel like Brazilians are like flowers, right? I feel like a flower, so you can't put that on ice.
Amen.
That's not gonna work.
Yeah.
Like, and even like where I'm living right now, I'm dying to move out here. Like, I'm going to do it anywhere
In
between
the IE?
like.
You're moving away from the IE?
Yes, I am.
You guys gonna open
too far.
second
Either,
school?
no,
Too
I'm
far
not
inland?
opening any schools, but
Maybe
it's like
close to the water?
I'm between Encinitas and Santa Barbara right now. Anywhere,
Yeah.
just between here and there.
As long
Anywhere
as it's
there.
coastal.
I'd love
As
to
long
live
as
there. Every
it's
time I go to the beach, I'm like, oh, I want to live at the beach.
Mm-hmm.
Why do we do that?
It was their idea. It got really hot, didn't it?
Producer.
Oh, real quick.
Yeah, Calvin wanted it close so that we could hear him eating louder.
The producer wanted to.
Just love for you right there, huh, KG? Wow.
Oh, pobrecito.
So, yeah, no, I miss the beach. It's a different vibe. It's a different feeling. And, like, the IE is just, it's cool, but no, not for
No.
me.
I grew up in the IE. I grew up in the IE.
Where?
In Temecula.
Oh, wow, yeah. That's
I'm a
even a
little
little
further
bit better.
Yeah.
If I was in Temecula, I would be, like, cartwheels.
Yeah, but we moved out there in 1989.
Oh, okay, see. So it was
That
really
was
not
a long time
like,
ago.
Skinheads out there?
There was like
No.
I don't think
Yeah.
they're really there anymore, are they?
But there was a huge
some
population.
of the little there's some other little cities behind it that were
Alright.
that's where you find that. I mean there were some trickled in, but
Yeah.
that's more out there.
That's crazy.
But yeah,
Yeah.
I'm eventually gonna make my way more coastal.
Yeah, I have to. I'm, like, dying in the IE right now.
I've always felt
I'm like
I need
eating
to be
dust
I'm not a
there.
desert
I need to
person.
be close
I'm
to
not
water.
a desert person. I can't do desert. I need to be near the beach.
I do like the desert, but I love the beach.
Like, I grew up in Rio.
Desert's cool to visit, go to Palm Springs every once in a while, but that's about it.
I literally grew up on Copacabana Beach.
Really?
Literally, like,
That's
my
cool.
house was a block away from the beach. They
God.
stayed in the hotel, like, really, like, literally around the corner from my house. And then I moved to Hawaii for, like, a while. And then California, and then back to Hawaii. And then I'm, like, Inland Empire. Like, what the heck am I
Is
doing?
that because of Javi?
Huh?
Is that because of Javi?
Yeah, because I
When
met him
did
in
you
only
meet him?
Mexico.
Is that where he's from?
Yes. Well, no,
What
he's
area?
from Cuba, but yeah, he lives
Oh, he's
there.
from Cuba?
Yeah.
I thought he was Mexican.
I thought
No, he's not.
Ah. Look, she's about to freak out.
he is?
Yeah, why?
She's Cuban.
Oh, how nice.
It's Cuba on my necklace in case.
I just assume everybody's Mexican until you tell me otherwise. I don't know why, but I do.
I guess I do the same thing but I thought I'd been told that he was Mexican. He's Cuban?
Yes.
I didn't know he was.
Alright.
He's very Cuban.
Alright.
Okay, so why are you only doing one a year?
I'm doing one a year because I actually hired someone to work with me.
Okay.
And until we get her situated with her visa and stuff, then that's what I'm going to do right now.
Is that
It's
a
not-
huge pain in the ass right now?
Yeah.
Visas?
Well, no, it's not even that. The situation is a lot deeper than just the American visa is actually not going to be hard at all.
Really?
It's the other countries' visas that we're dealing with right now. But it is what it is. It's,
Yeah.
it's part of the process. And I'm a believer that nothing in life happens for no reason. So if it's not happening right now, there's a reason for it, and I'm just kind of like going with the flow. I'm not rushed. I'm not like, oh my God, I got to do this. I got a deadline. I'm not really good with stuff like that. I just got to feel it, feel the vibe of it, and then go with it. Yeah.
You were one of the first people that started I feel like you guys started the sub-only
yeah. It was
Face
literally
stuff.
one day that I just was so sick of how jiu-jitsu tournaments were being ran, just how everything was happening. And my whole life I was watching matches where people, depended if they were Brazilian or not, or who they knew, or there's so many factors to somebody actually winning a match that I felt like it was cheating jiu-jitsu out of its beauty, of its art. So I literally one day just made a list of everything that I hated about the rules, the current rules of jiu-jitsu, and then I made another list with solutions for those problems. I'm very practical like that. Like I see a problem and I'm very good at solving problems very quickly. So I'm a massive problem solver at the point that I have to I can't be doing this.
I'll have to call you every once in a while.
Yeah, like I
Here's
look
my
at a
issue.
situation. Yeah, I look at a situation, whatever that might be, and what happens and attracts a lot of people that have a lot of problems and stuff. They're always attracted to me because they know that they can count on me if there's something is going down.
You'll solve their problem.
Yeah, like I would get phone calls and just situations, and sometimes I get some that are like, what the heck? And then I literally question my integrity as a problem solver. I'm like, what the heck?
No,
You're like, this might be above my level. I'm problem solving level 57.
I literally,
and this is at 72.
Okay, so I had this lady call me. I kid you not. God forbid. But I had this lady call me that she's like, you always know everything. And I wanted to, God, I'm so embarrassed. I wanted to know how I can stuff my husband's body when he dies.
What?
Okay, I'm even going to get to the end of this. And to know, because I want him sitting in the couch when he dies. And then I'm listening to this. I'm like, wait a minute, let me see if I get this straight. And she goes, yeah, it's illegal to do that in America. And so I wanted to know what the laws were in Brazil, if you knew them. And I was listening to this thing, and then I just paused. And I kid you not, I think I just took a deep breath, and I said, this is my concern right now with the situation that you're telling me. I'm not sure, you can see, right, me saying that. I'm not sure if I'm worried that you want to stuff your husband's body to begin with.
Are we talking taxidermy?
Or
that's what
whatever
I'm
that is, like you do it with an animal. You kill the animal and then you put scrap inside of the animal, and the animal is dead stuff in there. That's what she wanted to do with her husband. And I told her, I'm not sure if I'm concerned the fact that you want to stuff your husband, because that's already crazy enough.
Right.
But the fact that you think you can call me, that I can help you find a solution, is more concerning.
Brazilian?
No, American. From here. Jiu-jitsu community.
Yeah. And what?
Shut up.
Yeah.
I'm guessing he was on his way out the door.
No, he's not. He's well and alive.
Okay,
and he was I don't know why she's doing that in the background.
My concern
and I'm
was some weird, I'm going to kill my husband and then stuff him. I felt like
I
felt a touch of that.
No. It was
story.
pretty much more like, and it makes, like I said, it's like, what type of problem solver am I? But I guess all problem solvers, that just made them, if there was a bucket list available for anything,
right?
That would have hit all doors.
That's awesome.
Yeah, no, it's pretty crazy. But I've been, the past 2 or 3 years, I've been doing a lot of transformational work, which makes me kind of see these things a little bit more vivid. And it is crazy to me how many cuckoo are just amongst us, just between us. And I'm like, dude, this person is completely insane.
Yeah. Sometimes you're like, how do you make it through life? How do you keep functioning?
Yeah,
How did you get this far?
I just learned now that when I see something that's completely off the wagon, I would never even respond to that. I'm like, that's off the wagon. This is way too cuckoo for me to be dealing with.
Can't even respond to that.
I can't even. I'm just not even an answer. Rose, are you getting this? I'm like,
nope.
I know who this is.
Ignoring it
and block.
And block. You're not even getting through again.
I'm not even everywhere. See you later. You're way too cuckoo for me. But they're out there. It's crazy.
They're super out there.
They're very out there.
Every group has them.
So, yeah.
Somebody said something like that to, I think it was to Eddie, that everybody somewhere, they're so cool with it, but he's like, no, they're out there. The crazy ones are out there.
We've got plenty of crazy people on the
know.
planet. We've got Eddie Bravo.
Number 1.
Who we love.
I know.
Yes.
How old did it turn right now?
It was his birthday
46.
yesterday. 47? 46?
46, 47.
My phone actually
He's 46.
Victor will know for sure.
I say the same, 47,
No, he's
46.
6 years older than me. He's 46.
You're 41?
46.
No, I'm 40. He's 6 years older than me. I just turned 40. Don't make me be older than I am.
Who cares? I'm loving getting older. I'm 42. This is like the
You're
best.
loving it?
I love it.
I do feel pretty good. Like this
Dude, this is
the best
total
I felt about
control.
myself
I
in years.
literally am totally in control of my life, of my body, what I do, everything. It's like, why wasn't I like
No,
this when I was like 20?
There is a certain
That's
I don't
true.
know.
Can you imagine what you'd have been like if you're like
Yeah. Like you're at the age where you're like, no, I don't fuck with the dumb things anymore.
Yeah.
I just don't. I don't have time and patience for it.
Me
Like,
neither.
none of it. It's like, nah, I don't hear what you have to say. But thank you.
Appreciate it.
I appreciate.
But thank you.
I appreciate. And I feel like I'm more forgiving too, which is really cool. And I've like went back to some of the people that I've had like issues with and like closed doors. I'm like, okay, listen, not open a window, I guess, not close the door. The door was shut
Right.
closed. But just said like, we're cool.
Yeah.
It's all good.
Alright.
No bad blood.
No bad blood. Just whatever it is, what it is. And then they were like, we miss your food. I'm like, let's not get crazy. I'm not cooking for you ever again. But
It ain't like that.
But-
Except we're cool.
yeah,
Not
we're like,
cooking for you.
I'm also not throwing a bottle at your head.
I'm
when
not
I see
inviting you over for Thanksgiving.
It's not gonna happen, and I'm not gonna be shit. We're not gonna be drinking together, and no, I'm not gonna go visit your gym. But yeah, it's all good.
But it's cool.
Wait, have you ever trained in the 10th planet?
No, I haven't. My daughter did. Stephanie, the 19-year-old, she's done it at Denny's school. She
Aw.
loved it. Yeah,
Denny's
she
the
loved it.
best.
I know. He's
We gotta get you in there. That'd be fun.
Oh God, yeah. I've got to learn a lot
Yeah,
about this
that,
stuff.
I totally believe that when you said
I
that.
Okay, yeah.
Let me get right on
no,
this.
that sounds right after I do the thing that I gotta do.
I got this.
Well, I gotta watch this paint dry right here. I'm kidding. That's terrible. I gotta watch this paint dry right here. Let me get right on it. Take my makeup off and go right in.
You
So-
take your makeup off? I don't bother with that. Just go right in.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, but you're not dealing with white geese.
Oh, that's true.
That's true.
Oh, yeah. No, I don't like it when, because then you get like, sometimes if like we have the podcast and then I go to train and I don't wash my face, I'll see like my eyelashes on somebody's rash guard. Like you'll just see like,
Oh my
and
God.
I'm like, oh, sorry.
No, I can't do that. You
I
gotta
see
take
my makeup
everything off.
sometimes and I'm like, oops, sorry. Just wash it. You're gonna wash it anyway.
You gotta take everything off. There's
Yeah,
no way.
I'm with you.
With the white geese, it's a
Like,
boy, girl. I can see eyeshadow colors in there.
Oh, yeah.
And the whole facial is right
It's
there.
like, oh, did you get that
Stripe.
new matte color? Because it's on my gi.
So what do you guys? What's the policy of like dating inside of the gym?
Oh, that's interesting.
There's
So, there's
there's
no
no-
rules.
there's no
There's
policy.
no rules or policy, but I think common sense. I think common sense would dictate that there are a few couples at our school, and I think common sense dictates being really smart about who you would go public with, because I'm sure it happens. I'm sure
Go
there's a
public
lot more
with-
than
It's
the
not
rest
even-
of us know about.
I like that.
But if you're smart, then you don't go public with somebody that you train with until it's very serious.
Yes, in Portuguese they call it esquema.
Scammer?
Esquema.
What does that mean? Translate that.
Like a little like esquema is like dang, not a scheme because that's something like shady.
Right.
It's more like your esquema is like your like a little work, a
Like
little job, a
discretionary?
little- No, it's more like, hey, I got like, for example, because that's the best way for me to do it. Like if somebody has like, hey, who's gonna get in the club? Oh, we're gonna all get in the club. Don't worry, come with me because I have a little schema at the door. We'll go in. It's like
Okay.
a little.
Like a hookup?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
like
yeah,
a
yeah,
hookup. Yeah, that's
Okay.
it. It'll be a hookup.
Yeah.
That's
So,
the best
yeah,
way to translate
I feel
it.
like maybe people probably hook up with other teammates without ever and it's just it is what it is, and you like go on with your life, and then there are people that start dating, and they're like, oh, we're a couple now, and
Yeah.
we can come out as a couple.
We're
Facebook
gonna come out.
statuses.
We changed, yeah,
Facebook
statuses.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've got a couple, and then sometimes there's been a couple instances where a couple comes in and trains, and then they break up, and then
I don't know who you're talking about.
actually I'm not. I'm talking about somebody else.
Oh.
I wasn't even talking about you, but thank you for putting yourself on blast.
Whoa!
everybody knows that,
So
so
what
I don't
happened? Who did you go out with?
Well, the guy I was dating that got me into jiu-jitsu.
Who?
Someone
know
that I
him?
train with.
Oh,
Maybe,
so
maybe not. I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, so he's not from your team?
He
Yeah,
is.
he is. He's
Oh.
See, that's what I'm saying. In the past,
doesn't
people
compete,
have
though.
broken up, and then one person will leave. Usually it's the girl that leaves,
True.
right?
Yes,
Um,
true. Very true.
Then there was a couple circumstances at one of the other moons where somebody broke up and the girl stayed and the guy left.
True.
And then,
Too.
yeah.
That
And
happens
then,
too.
Yeah. And then this happened that they both train in the same gym and they just kind of
Oh, they just kind of went on with their lives.
kind of
and
ignore
that's it.
each other. Like,
It's just you don't exist,
Yeah.
I don't exist, and we just train in the same place.
That's awesome.
So wait, you guys don't talk?
No.
Oh God, that must be rough.
Do you know how many people are in our gym?
Still,
When
there's
When
that
you
little-
have, there's 60 people in the gym, sometimes I don't even know half the other people. Like half the people in my gym, I don't know.
it's not hard to
It's
ignore
not-
people like if you don't train with them.
It's
Like
big
if they're a
enough.
different
Oh, it's
size
not hard
body.
to ignore people. Period.
Yeah.
I'm really good at it too.
Exactly. See, you'd be perfect at this. Right.
But there's been all types of different circumstances. When I was single and I would date guys, I had a rule that they couldn't come to HQ if they trained somewhere. I'd be like, that's mine.
I haven't had to deal
You
with
go
that
have
yet.
yours somewhere else.
You
And
have
I
your
totally
little home
support it, but
somewhere.
you're not allowed at mine. And I didn't bring anybody until Jonathan, who I was like, you gotta join. Like, he's gotta be your
I
people
like
too.
grew up around jiu-jitsu and guys at the gym will like talk about some of the stuff that these girls would do and then I'm just like, oh my God. Like, why are you doing
Well, I was the only girl for a long time. It's gotten a lot tamer.
Yeah.
Like, you think, Master Vic, like back in like 2010, 2011, man, there were some times that I was like, oh, I'm gonna leave the room.
Yeah, they don't
Sorry.
even, they're like literally asking you what
He's
to do.
sorry. He's like apologizing.
The girl's point of view, like,
Yeah.
what do you
But
think? And
now
I'm like,
there's so
dude.
many,
Oh my
like,
God.
it's such a mixed class.
Yeah, that's true.
And, you know, at least at HQ, Eddie changed after he got married and had a kid. Like, he's a little bit more grown up, you know. He's a little bit
Sometimes,
tamer.
not
Yeah, I
always,
think
but
he's
sometimes.
changed a lot.
He has his moments.
Yeah, he's literally like.
So
yeah,
it's not the
okay.
same environment. It's like, it's a much more professional environment.
Yeah, that's a good
That's
thing.
true.
That's not a bad thing. That's always a
Yeah.
good thing. That's always a good thing. So,
So yes, people can do whatever they want. Just
Yeah, there's no...
deal with it like a
We
grown
heard,
up though.
I mean, there aren't that many rules. There are rules at HQ, but Eddie hasn't, like, made, like, a whole wall of rules yet. It's mostly, like, don't eat, don't leave shit here.
I
clean
go
up
by
after
vibe.
yourself.
I go
Take
by
yourself home.
vibe a lot
The
at
normal
the gym. Like
gym
if
rules.
somebody comes in and they're trying to sign up and I don't feel their vibe,
You're like, nope, we don't have
I
any openings.
literally just say not. I don't even say we don't have any opens. I say I just don't think you're gonna fit here very well.
Really?
Oh, you're
Oh, I-
Before they
straight
even
up.
train there?
Huh?
You
I'm
don't
sorry.
even give them the
Before
chance.
they even train there?
Before they even train, if I get a bad vibe from it, I just say, maybe you want to go. There's a couple of gyms up the street, and I just don't think this is the place
You
for
should
you.
go to Gracie Baja.
Yeah,
Yeah, I like
I
it there.
literally forward them to like whatever, I just give them the option, just go try it out. You should try classes, but I don't think this is the place for you. And I straight up tell them I really go with people's vibe, how I
Yeah.
feel, like my connection with each individual rather than, this is a rule that follows for everybody. It's
Uh-huh.
just, it is what it is. It's always gray. It's never black or white.
Nothing's
Have you
black or
seen
white.
the people coming in to sign up at your gym? Have you seen a big influx of women? Like in the last couple of years?
There's some. We really focus on the self-defense for the women and just kind of, that's the main thing. But we're very family-oriented. So there's the wife and the husband and the kids all training. So it's
That's a
pretty
good
much
idea.
what I usually
Yeah.
try to get them all training. Because it's like, the husband will be speaking one language, let's say, per se. And then if nobody else is speaking the same language, it becomes an issue,
Yeah.
We have a little kids' room, too, so the kids can go play while the dad's there. So they just tell me
That's
what,
good.
send
Smart.
the kids with you. 'Cause
Have
they
you
can
ever
play.
done classes simultaneously for kids and like if the parent wants to train? I've always thought about like, especially because your
If we have
gym's
two
pretty
mat
big.
space, if we have two mat areas, I think that would be a possibility. But we
It's not
just can't.
recording?
No,
Como que it's not
it's not
recording?
recording.
Shut up.
Are you sure you're not just really high?
Just kidding. Just kidding. It's a really bad feeling.
Can we
with it.
pause it for a second?
That was the.
No.
I was like, even
Oh,
I was
boy.
like,
Is it
oh,
too
man.
complicated?
Yeah.
Just leave it.
Why?
I'm gonna
We're
throw
cut-
something at your.
Huh?
We'll edit.
Make it wet like.
We're gonna cut out that whole noisy part in the middle.
Oh my god.
Make it wet
Two
like.
knuckleheads in here.
What do you mean? Yeah, I know. It's a little joke. Sorry.
Just a little joke to just make us really excited.
Just a freak of a.
So we did a podcast down at Nuwaza with the whole Nuwaza
Oh my
team.
god.
And my computer, we finished it. It was like an hour and a half podcast.
You see?
We finished it, and I went to go save it, and my computer crashed, and only saved 20 minutes.
You're
like
gonna
25
save this
minutes.
one too, maybe.
Yeah.
It's 45 already. 43 and a half.
Really?
There's your account, people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how long this has been going on?
Yeah.
Yeah, and you, but I mean, sometimes you can save it because if someone calls.
Oh, I put it on
Yeah.
that
perfect.
the moon thing.
Yeah.
The little moon.
Oh, the
Yeah.
That's good
Do
for-
not disturb that thing.
yeah that I never use. I should use more often.
Then,
It's hard when you have kids. Like I can never turn this damn phone off.
hijo
I
de-
bet.
It's like there's no way. I'm not
Well, you
going
can't
to.
because
You can't.
we're
You're
not
not.
trying-
yeah,
something's gonna happen.
and it's you know what?
But
I
when
always
you
get a call.
you can set people, I think, so that
Yeah,
It's only
someone
specific
told me.
it'll
already.
bypass the do not disturb. So if it's your kids, they can bypass the do not
Yeah,
disturb.
Stephanie's in Japan, the oldest one.
What is she doing now?
She's doing an internship. She's an environmentalist.
Wow.
So we found this place called Zero Waste Academy in this small city called Kamikatsu, and I just literally like, you gotta go because she is zero waste, 100%. Do you know what that is?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you?
Not
Okay.
entirely.
So zero
I
waste
can-
is someone that doesn't produce any trash.
I figured.
So she doesn't drink anything out of plastics,
Mhm.
no plastic at all. So, she wanted to travel, and I was trying to find, she went to Ecuador to help these kids set up a boat because they were rafting the Amazon to chill the deforestation, oil spills, and all that stuff. She's really into this stuff. So I sent her to Ecuador, and that was a really cool trip for her. And then she wanted to go and travel more. And she ended up going to Brazil, went to Europe, and then came back like, I want to travel more. So she's in that travel mode.
That's
Although she
awesome.
started college, she's like, I just want to travel more. And the only thing stopping her from traveling is like going to school and working here. So I'm like, just go. So she went to Japan. Oh, no. So she wanted to go for 2 weeks to Japan. I was like, cool, just do that. Better than going to South America right now because I was a little worried about South America. There's a lot going on. I said, she goes, okay, I'll find somewhere else. So she found, what do you think about Japan? I'm like, great idea. So she contacted a girl in Japan that was going zero waste she went to Japan zero waste.
Mm-hmm.
So she contacted her like, I wanted to know what places to go and all that stuff. And the girl goes, listen, this is all what you can do. But if you get a chance, go check this little small town called Kamikatsu that it's 80% zero waste.
Wow.
Really?
Well, 80%, they recycle 80% of their trash. But they have a thing there called Zero Waste Academy. So she goes, check it out. So Stephanie checked it out. She thought it was really cool. So she showed it to me. And she's like, I want to spend a couple days in the city too while she was mapping out her 2 weeks there.
Mm-hmm.
And I looked at the video. I'm like, dude, you got to go there and you got to live there. You got to know everything what these people are doing because the city is going to go 100% like zero waste by 2020.
Wow.
So you need to be learning this stuff. This is what you love to do. But my school, and I'm like, this is more than school. Like, see if they can give you credits for internship. They won't because unless they can verify that you're doing an internship, they can't give you credit,
Yeah,
which I think it's silly.
Yeah.
Just look at her pictures and she'll give you a vlog and see you later. What the heck? She's in Japan, for God's sake. She's recycling stuff. But anyway, so she's like, really, you think so? I was like, yeah, go do it. And then I contacted the lady, literally, like I Facebook her, Instagrammed her. I was like after this lady like all day. By 8 o'clock at night, I got a hold of her on the phone because it was like in Japan, it was in the morning. And the lady was like, yes, Miss Grace, I got all your messages.
I got all your 18 messages.
all of them.
Thank you.
I see how passionate
You're
you
so
are. I was like,
enthusiastic.
I was like, yeah, my daughter, da 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 da. So Stephanie went, and she's loving it. She's been there for like a week. She traveled Japan for about 2 weeks, and now she just got to the city. And it's crazy because it's so small. Like I just shipped the box for her today, and she's like, Mom, I need rain boots, a yoga mat, lots of chocolate, like as much as you can fit in the box. I literally sent her 20 pounds of chocolate.
Oh my god.
Oh, girl, when my babies
What?
want,
Do
my
they not
babies
have
get. You don't even know.
Do they not have chocolate in Japan?
No, because she's zero waste, the way it's wrapped, she can't buy anything that's packaged.
Oil
So
and
I have to
stuff.
buy everything from the bulk
Oh,
section, each of the
interesting.
bags. So everything has to be shipped a certain way, done a certain way, because of and they can't. And in Japan, the rule there with their health department that they have to wrap everything in plastic.
Yes.
So all the fruits and
Wow.
vegetables, everything is wrapped in plastic. So she.
That must be really hard for her then.
Yeah, so it's been very hard for her. She's like,
How,
I'm starving.
How has it affected your family, her deciding to do this?
Actually, a lot. Like, I became a vegan after that, so I'm 100% full-on vegan. And it's been about a year and a half, 2 years almost, actually, now. Except, wine is not vegan. There's a few things that I still
Wine's
like.
not vegan?
No, it's not.
Because the sugar?
No. The sugar is
The
vegan.
sugar's-
What
Some
happens with the
sugar's
wine is that for them to take the impurities off the wine, they run through egg whites.
Really?
know.
Yeah. Well.
Interesting.
Really?
Yeah. The more like it is crazy the amount of meat and cheese and animal products that people eat without even knowing. Like when you eat white rice at a restaurant, there's chicken bouillons in there, so it has food coloring and chicken to flavor it. So yeah, so the more when you make a decision to change your diet like that, you become very aware of what you're eating and what your intake of things are. And that was one of the things that I really immersed myself into learning. And obviously she teaches me a lot too, and we exchange information. But when I want to know something, I go into it.
So is everybody in your household vegan now?
You know what? It was in the beginning, which was actually great. For about 4 or 5 months, I made everybody's diet. I'm like, dude, I can't be doing like
That was my question.
Cheesecake Factory every night.
Yeah.
Whoever wants to have a different meal, because I had one kid that had allergies. Stephanie was vegan. I had Hyani, my niece, that lived with us. She had allergies to all the food, artificial colors and flavors. Wow. And then Haley and Haifa were just kind of like, whatever, I don't know. Haley had eczema, so I always kind of tried to keep her diet more like towards the alkaline, although she's like a very like kid that just doesn't want anything but non-alkaline food. Right. Like if it's alkaline, I don't want to touch it. So with, I was just trying to do this whole merge, and it was very difficult. So I said, everybody's going to go on the same diet now. So I emptied all the cabinets. I removed all the sugar out of the house.
Oh my God.
And Stephanie doesn't eat any sugar. Stephanie doesn't eat anything with oils.
Wow.
If it has more than 2 ingredients, if it has nutrition facts on it, don't even buy it for her because she's not going to eat it.
Wow.
Yeah, so she's very her diet is very restricted.
So no packaged food, basically.
Definitely not, especially because of the wrapping and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So nothing like that. So anyway, I just said, everybody is going to go vegan. And what happened is, when I made that change, is that Haley had really bad eczema on her skin. And it completely cleared out in about 3-4 months. We just one day realized, like, oh my God, there's nothing on your skin. And I had already read an article from one of the moms before saying that gluten and, animal products, more like the dairy part of it, was one of the causes. This kid loved bread and cheese. I mean, she could live off of pizza and bread and cheese all day long, and pasta with a little cheese on the top. Like, she's like, that's her. And it was very difficult for me to try to remove those things out of her diet because it was her base. But once we all became vegan, there's no other option. We're going to have to, as a family, figure out what we like to eat, what we don't. So the beginning was a hard process. I was literally hitting everybody. There's that guy, Wu-Tang Pete. Yeah. He's vegan. I was like, bro, I need help here. Guys, this is Rose. How are you? I know you're vegan. Help me. And he's like, I don't know. I'm not a specialist on this, but I was like, you need to help me. This couch is already gone.
Oh, it's showing.
It's everywhere.
So how far
everywhere.
How far is the Gracie diet from a vegan diet?
So the Gracie diet has a lot of breads and cheeses and a lot of starches. The vegan is just basically taking the animal products. You can still do like a vegan Gracie diet, and I think my dad is actually going more towards that way now. He sent like some coconuts to me at the house, and what he does now is that he removes the meat out of the coconut and uses it as cheese.
Oh, that's interesting.
I know.
Interesting.
Pretty interesting, right?
Does he flavor it somehow?
Not that I know of. My dad is not he just uses the natural flavor of the fruits and stuff. He doesn't really flavor anything. I mean, maybe he'll put a little bit of honey. I don't know. Yeah. But, if he's eating honey still. I don't think he's going vegan. I just think he's cutting the dairy out.
That's interesting.
Yeah. And, it was probably one of the best decisions I've ever made. I kid you not. Because I feel a lot better. Like, have you noticed that everyone is going through, like, a change in their lives this year? Like... Yeah. It's a year of changes for everybody. Like, the worst things have been happening, and then it's like, they say, one of my girlfriends was telling me she's really into crystals and stuff. She owns, like, a crystal shop on Etsy. And she's like, the chakras are all aligned a certain way. And this year, last year was 2016. That was 9.
That was
0
numerology.
right now.
Yeah, this is like a new start or something.
A new start right now. This is 0. This is all making sense. So I'm going through a lot of changes in my life, and then everyone around me is going through a lot of changes in their lives, and I'm like, that is actually correct.
Yeah, that's true.
There's something to it. So,
Because 9's supposed to be like the bad year or whatever, and that was last year.
Yeah, I think it's, it doesn't,
it's like,
yeah.
It's closure, I don't know what it is. I don't remember
Yeah, so 9th
But
and
it's
then
something
0
bad.
is the
Like starting over or something.
starting over, and then
That's
so we'll
interesting.
see. Yeah, so it was it's been interesting, and I've noticed that with everyone around me, and I'm like, oh boy. And I'm really kind of excited and happy. Like, just let it come at me, whatever that is, you know.
Yeah.
Let's just be it. So I'm really accepting of the
I think
fact
that
of
kind of
changes.
comes with the age that we're, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
in
sure.
your
It could-
late 20s
yeah.
and 30s, you're always like, I gotta control everything, I gotta do everything, I gotta, you know what I mean? And now, I think, at least me, I'm like,
Now you're just like, shit's gonna
I'm
happen,
just
it's gonna happen.
yeah,
so.
I'm just gonna deal with it as it comes and like just go with it because
Yeah.
I can't control the universe. The only thing I can control is me.
Yeah, I don't try to control the universe, but I know I juggle a lot of the universe in my
Me too.
hands. I'm like,
Yeah.
whoa, buddy, what is that? But it's you know, it is what it is. So the kids, what I was telling you about the vegan is that I realized after a while that's, you know, it's a personal choice. So if I choose to be vegan, Stephanie chooses to be vegan, it doesn't mean, because the kids I caught them hiding and eating it behind my back. So I realized that I'm like, you know what, I'm not gonna. It was hurtful to me. Not that they were doing it behind my back, is that I wasn't even seeing and understanding what their point of view was. I was just
That's
saying
fair.
this is what's
Yeah.
best for you, and that's it.
Yeah.
No questions about it. And I had to be a little bit more like, no, actually, you know what? This is your personal choice. So sometimes they'll go to me, Mom, I'm going to be vegan this week.
This week.
This week I'm going to be vegan.
No meat.
But
For
Haley,
the next
we realized,
3 hours.
yeah, with Haley, we realized that milk was a problem because the eczema was gone after it. So then it was like, okay, Haley,
Yeah,
that's a problem
you
for
gotta
you.
cut that out. Yeah.
You gotta cut that out. So, you know, I try to be as fair as possible. Try not to, like, do a lot of stuff in front of her. Let everybody in my kind take it easy, you know?
Yeah.
And she's like, I need to eat something with food coloring because she ate milk and da-da-da-da-da. I'm like, whatever, guys.
If you guys want to be sick.
Yeah,
then
I think it's through educating the kids, the best way to do things is to educating them. So I constantly still educate them about what it does, how it is in the system, and all that stuff. And
So-
that's the best way.
What is it? You said, do you want to talk about, you said you wanted to move away from more of the tournaments because you wanted to work more with kids. Is this what you're talking
Yeah,
about?
it's
or
all
what is
kind of
it?
coming together for me. I started like a little spot at the
And he's asleep.
I started doing the kids area at the Fitness Expo, literally because I needed a sitter for my kids on
Right,
the
with the
weekends.
bouncy houses and
Yeah,
all that
I was like,
You're like, I got nowhere to leave you.
Might
during
as
this whole
well, let
weekend,
me just
so let me
create
just
something.
create a tournament. You guys compete.
I'm just create this whole kids area at the side of the Fitness Expo because that just makes sense. For the
Oh, you
kids.
mean the kids' play area?
Yeah.
Oh,
So I was like,
I thought that was
that's
part
on
of the
me.
expo.
No, it's on me.
Oh.
So I look
Try
like
one more time.
Hi, Kelvin.
night. Go Rocky.
I thought that the kids thing was part of the expo.
Well,
Or
it
like,
is.
Well, like their.
Yeah, no, it's yeah. So when I started that, it was really about like having the kids being able to do something fun and and relax, and me having a sitter, and then it became more like, hey, I could actually do something more fitness related with this because there's not a lot of
That's
fitness
a good
stuff
idea.
related. So that's when I started adding like little camps, little things for kids to do, and I still haven't got the formula down, but I'm trying. And I still do like travel with the expo right now. So I went to Chicago with them. I go to San Jose. So I'm still
Are you
working
doing
with
tournaments for them?
No, not at all. I'm just so
Oh.
the tournaments. What I did is that I passed along the dates. I tried a couple different organizations in jiu-jitsu to pass some of those dates because they still wanted to have the jiu-jitsu there and the community wanted to have the events. So I tried a couple of the organizations, but it didn't work out so well. They're like, man, what's up with the jiu-jitsu people? Why are they so disorganized? And
You're
then,
like, yeah, we are.
But then you know, the guys at the FitEx were so professional. They're so good at what they do. They're like really like stand-up people, and I wanted to make sure that they had a successful event inside. So I went and I called the IBJJF, and they're taking some of those dates. So they're doing San Jose this year, and they're doing some of the events. You know, I'm like, I told them I'm gonna sleep in bed with the bad people. I'm kidding, I wasn't the bad people.
Did you tell them you have to do sub only?
Yeah.
I'm letting you do this, but.
Not the I mean, they're amazing at what they do. They're so professional. They got their stuff down. There's a girl in there, Rebecca. I mean, let me tell you something. That girl knows how to run events. She's just like boom, boom, boom. And they're really good. They're cool people, Andrea. They're still my friends. I still like everybody there. It's just, I just wanted to give a different option for people, which I think that mission was accomplished. And now that I feel that I accomplished that mission, it kind of almost feels like I hit a plateau. Like, what am I doing? Like, I don't want to be doing this anymore.
Yeah.
You know, like I feel like I have an opportunity to do more things that are more impactful in the jiu-jitsu community. So yeah, one of the things is, yes, the kids area and bringing more attention to just different activities for kids, you know. And then I started working a little bit more with the school system, and then I pull my kids out of school now. So they're basically homeschool, yeah, it's called unschooling. So we pretty much kind of figured out how we want to teach and what we want to teach them. So they work at an organic farm once a week. Like they do different activities, you know, constantly.
It's definitely something they wouldn't be doing in school.
No, they're not. And
That's
you know,
awesome.
when they go to the organic farm, they're literally like giving little tours or teaching people about how to pick out the stuff. And
That's cool.
yeah, it's very, very cool, and it's more towards the teachings of the kids actually learning through life rather than having to sit in a class. I'm really a huge disbeliever of the school system, and I think it's probably one of the worst things that we can do to our children, because I think that the school system at this point right now, when I see it, and I'm not saying in general every school, because obviously I haven't been to every single one of the schools, but in general what I felt from where I was standing at is that they were teaching kids how to literally fit in the system. Like they were literally prisoners. Like you have to answer to this bell, you have to get into this line. Any critical thinking was put to the side. You know, they put more emphasis in math and English rather than putting creative arts, and to me that was really not what
and even then the emphasis that they put on the other stuff.
Right.
I was just
the math isn't learning how to do taxes and balance a checkbook.
No.
None of that.
I was
my girls learn how to do that.
I was having a conversation this weekend with my mom and my brother about like his school and his grades and stuff, and he was talking about how like one of his teachers, he just sits there on his phone talking about baseball all day, and I was like, what?
But that's
and
what
he
they
goes,
do.
yeah, I could see. He's like, yeah, he puts on, you know, he gets the papers out or whatever they do, and they watch a film. This one I couldn't get past this. His English class or whatever, the entire semester is on Romeo and Juliet.
Oh.
That's it.
What?
They're watching 4 different versions of the movie throughout the semester. The entire semester of his school is on this Romeo and Juliet book. Why?
Crazy.
Why?
Because he probably doesn't want to be teaching anything.
Yep, probably.
This is the school system.
Yo, thank you.
This is the school system
Yeah,
we're talking about.
Like the bottom line is, for example, at this school with the kids, I just got tired of fighting. Not even tired of fighting. I felt like I was fighting for something that wasn't really going anywhere. So I felt like I needed to create something that could help in that fight with a complete different system. And without getting too much details, I'll tell you guys off record. But it's when I started dealing with the school system, and I realized, okay, listen, these kids are eating this horrible food that's given to them. I mean, sodium is off the roof. I mean, just the fat and the sugars and the whole thing. And the kids not knowing how to read the labels of the food and what they're eating and what the ingredients are and what they do to you and everything. It's like if the kids really had that education, then they will be making better choices. But the parents are not educated and the kids are not educated. So they're loading the kids up with all this junk food in the morning. Then they send them to class. They had pounds of sugar. Coffee cake? Anyone? Kids. So they send them to class, and then the kids are super agitated. Then they medicate them, and then they... You know, it's this cycle that just never ends, and it's you know, Bobby Q, Susie Q are not behaving towards the square. We're not supposed to fit in squares. I definitely don't want my kids fitting in squares.
Yeah.
I want them to think for themselves, and they already do. The way they are, their attitude, their behavior, the way they talk, the way they hold themselves. They're totally confident kids, which is really, really important for me. Because I know that if something were to happen to me, my whole thing in the back of my mind with this whole thing is if something were to happen to me tomorrow, because you never know about what it can happen.
Right.
How are they going to be handling things on their own? Are they going to be able to get up in the morning and make their bed and brush their teeth? Are they going to do dishes when they're done?
Yeah.
How educated are they going to be? And do they know how to clean the bathroom? Can they do laundry? Do they know how to do their taxes?
Can they fend for themselves?
Can they fend for themselves? I mean, are they able to do that?
Yeah.
And if, the answer is no, then we have a problem bigger than we think. And then when there's the weight issue in the school is because they're feeding the crappiest food. There's no activities at all whatsoever.
Yeah, PE doesn't exist.
Doesn't exist. And then I started looking at countries like Abu Dhabi that does an absolutely fantastic, phenomenal, I take my hat off every day to the system that they're in place there for school. So they have 135 schools in Abu Dhabi with 45,000 kids practicing jiu-jitsu every day.
Every day? As a part of their school curriculum?
It's part of their curriculum. So they learn about the Gracie family. They learn everything on it. They have, and when they do tournaments for the kids, it's like a 15 days tournament.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
That's
it's
awesome.
crazy. And the way they're doing it, how they're handling this whole thing, and they have the best, the best people creating this curriculum for the kids of teaching teaching methodology. As in, for example, here you go to any random gym and you see a kid, you see the teacher telling the kids, okay, 30 seconds of push-ups. And to me, I'm going to do 30 seconds of push-ups and no problem at all. I'm going to do 100 right there, and I'm going to push the envelope. But maybe Susie Q is going to have a hard time doing one.
Yeah.
So the kids are competing against themselves when you do that. Now, in Abu Dhabi, for example, they don't do it that way. One of the little things that they do that's different is that they say, hey, 25 push-ups. That's what I meant to say.
Okay.
25 push-ups. I might be able to do it. I might be able to do it really quick. 25 push-ups, no problem. Somebody might be able to do it 2.
Okay.
Yeah.
And not do the finish 5. There, they'll give you the time. So then you're competing against yourself, never against each other. So they'll say, 30 seconds of push-ups, and you do as many as you can in 30 seconds.
Sure.
And not,
Would you ever want to start, and I understand the magnitude of what I'm saying, so I'm not saying like next week, but would you ever want to help create like a charter school system?
Who knows?
That had jiu-jitsu built into the curriculum?
Yeah, who knows? Everything is a possibility. Right now, I'm like implementing the homeschooling laws and what they're asking. What I've been trying to figure it out right now is how to implement that into the farm. So that I'm currently in right now. So like that I try to help, and it's just trying to say, okay, how am I going to implement math into the farm? So the kids are learning math as they're working at the farm.
Mm-hmm.
And how am I implementing English and social studies and all these things, and even the geography. So right now they're learning like the crop rotation and all that stuff, which is really cool. But sometimes you get this plant is from this country, and then we'll go a little bit more in depth in the country.
That's interesting.
I had like the conversations that I have with the kids is just so like it blows my mind, because it's not. I was sitting next to my girlfriend, and she's like, kids don't talk the way you guys are talking right now.
Yeah.
It's just not normal. So I'm going to show you guys a conversation right now. I'm going to read it to you, because it's literally like, okay, yeah, I got it. Okay, watch this. So we have like a group, it's all the girls, and we are talking about stuff. So Haifa, which is the littlest one, 9 years old, she went
She's the one that says bruh?
No, that's still Haiti with the short
Haley,
hair.
that's right,
Yeah.
yes, okay. Bruh.
It's Hawaiian. That's Hawaiian. So it's going, she goes, I want a picture. And she goes, I mean a painting. And then she took a picture of it, right? Right here. And I'm going to show everybody the picture. Hold on, right there. Right?
Okay.
So
Like
I'm going to show
abstract,
everybody that. I hope they can see it, right? Hopefully they saw that. But I go, beautiful. And then Haley, the one with short hair, she goes, cool. And then Heifer goes, it's color mix abstract, I think.
Oh.
She's not.
Color mix abstract. Excuse me.
I think. And then Hayani, my niece, goes, so pretty. And then she goes, I know, right? I go, try to see a picture inside of the picture. What does it look like to you? Every brush stroke. That's what I said. And then Hayani goes, let's all see what we think it looks like. And then Heifer goes, okay, Hayani, but let's wait until Heifer thinks of something first. Cool, great ideas. And then she goes, I'll send a better picture. And then Heifer goes, the ocean, all the animals in the ocean having a party, hardies, ding, autocorrect, party. And then Hayani goes, the ocean, all the animals in the ocean having a party. Is that what you meant? Yeah, thank you. I see a bunny in the toilet and a little man. And they're like, what? Where? And then they go on. But the great thing is about getting the kids to communicate about the art that you see or something. And you try to get them interested in whatever it is, the subject that you're going in. Because they want to say, like I told Haley, I said, Haley, since I became vegan, I'm eating a lot of nutritional yeast. Can you check it out, like if that's good or bad for me? Oh, Mom, no problem.
Yeah.
She checks it and she's like, Mom, it's super good in vitamin B, but if you eat too much, you might get a little sick. And she'll like teach you like a whole little class about what she just learned. These kids have so much access to information right now, and to let the minds go to waste is crazy. But they're missing touching, I feel like. The actual
Don't
touch.
they have jiu-jitsu for that?
Yeah, they do. But if the kids are not doing jiu-jitsu, not every kid has jiu-jitsu available to them.
That's true.
And, it's a privilege to be able to train jiu-jitsu every day. It's a huge privilege. But I just feel like they're still missing the arts. They're like, kids nowadays, back in the days used to be like, okay, you know what, you go to school, you get a degree, you're good to go. It's kind of what our parents were putting in our heads. You just gotta get a degree, then you're set.
My mom's
Not
still
like
on
that anymore.
My mom's still like that.
Yeah, a lot of parents
She's
are
talking
still
to my
that way.
brother. She's like, you need to go to school. You need to go to college.
A lot of parents are like that. But I think that if you nourish who they are as individual from a very young age, I think you would actually get a lot more.
Yeah.
Dude, Rocky sheds like
So do my dogs. It's fine.
you don't even know.
It's okay.
I have like Rocky's hair still in my house for like months. And I don't even have a dog.
He doesn't even live there. He doesn't even come
He
over.
doesn't even live there.
He doesn't even come over.
He doesn't. But it's a different way, I think, finding a type of education that fits what the child loves. I have one of like my
like
dear
real,
friends.
and real life education. Like
Real life education, yeah.
Experience.
Yeah, absolutely. I have one of my really, really good friends. He's actually a bodyboarder. And he's 6 times world champion. He's a super like top bodyboarder in the world, which is freaking hilarious because I'm total like I don't know anything about that world.
You grew up on Copacabana.
True, that's where I met him. That's where I know him from. So his name is Guilherme Tamiga. And he was telling, and I remember when he was growing up, and we were just having a conversation maybe like a few months ago, and we were just having this conversation, and he's like, when I was growing up, my dad did this. Like, hey man, this kid is winning some stuff with this little board that he got, like a half a broken board. Maybe I should just invest
He's probably
in this.
making fun of him too.
Yeah.
He's probably like,
And
get
he
over
was
there with this
winning all
board.
these little tournaments, and he was doing really well. And he's like, if this is what you want to do, then that's what you're going to do. And they didn't force him into anything. They literally helped him grow with what he was loving to do.
Yeah.
And he became successful at it, and that was his love and his passion. And I think whatever you choose, if you find your passion in whatever you do, you're always going to do it with so much more excitement, and it's going to be so much better for you. But this whole thing of like, I see friends of mine going to school and they're going to become lawyers because their parents want them to.
Because they're supposed to.
And they're supposed to, and it just kind of takes it away from the really beauty of you having to figure it out life on your own with what you love. And if you love what you do, you can work a day in your life.
For sure. So can I circle it back to, I want to circle it back to the sub-only thing. Did you, because I feel like I've heard him talk about it before. Did you and Eddie ever sit down and like talk about starting the sub-only movement?
No, I had the rules pretty much already in place.
Yeah.
Like, not the details of the rules, but I knew what I wanted to do because of that list I told you. I wanted to get the referee out of the whole deal. I didn't want to, it didn't matter who was more points or nothing. So the points were gone for sure. Probably the first thing. Advantages, I mean, I don't know, it goes without saying. And then that's when I was like, okay, this is it. And then I enrolled a few of my friends. I like to say enroll because I literally enrolled them into helping me finish it up and doing the like sharpening the edges of it and saying, okay, what are we doing here?
Yeah.
Should I do it this way? For a competitor, because I wasn't competing, so I needed to get their perspective. How does it feel for a competitor to go through this and through that? And then what is it? Even the cutting of the weight, I wanted to make sure to give them appropriate time. I don't like the weigh-in right before the match, but I also don't like the whole suffering, cut the weight, and then try to... I wish that nobody would even cut weight. There's no need for it. I mean, why? So, all the ideas have gone through my head, like, I should just even do weight divisions. When I get there, I'll figure it out. Like, just cut it. Why are you going to cut? You know who you're going to compete against. Don't cut.
Interesting.
But it's, so I call Eddie. Obviously, Javi was involved in a lot of the process too. Eddie, and then Henry Akins. I also... Pedro Valente from Gracie, Miami. I literally call like the people that were very, very close to me, and then obviously people that I've respected their opinions and their views on art. And I wanted to do something really close to my grandfather, the original jiu-jitsu, so that's why Pedro was a very important factor in that and saying, here, this is something that, if you want to know what my grandpa would say, I call Pedro. Okay.
Really?
What about da-da-da-da-da-da? And he's like, nah. So I didn't know. Yeah.
So you think your grandfather would have been like, all about sub-only?
I think my grandfather would have loved it. And I think my Uncle Carson would have been all over it too, And my uncle Carson was very dissatisfied with the state of jiu-jitsu too, so was my grandpa on rules. And he didn't really like the way they were done. A lot of the times, he was really crazy back in Brazil. He would have like all his black belts sitting in the middle of the mat. So my Uncle Carlinhos would be like, we got to continue. I'd be the JF. He's like, we got to continue with them. And I'm, no, all black belts sitting down. We're not continuing until they change this rule. Like, that's back in the days, right? And I would be there in the middle, we're not going anywhere. But it was really fun to be able to, that I felt contribute to something that I felt like nobody was going to do it.
Yeah.
And I was in the position that I felt like, I can do it.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't I?
It's got to start somewhere too.
Got to do it somewhere.
Yeah.
And I kind of liked it. I was like, what do you guys think? I did a couple test events actually at Gracie Baja Corona. I love those guys.
Interesting.
So I did my first test event there, and it was a success. And then I had those guys give me feedback of what they felt. That day was the day that we came up, because it was all like 15 minutes. Nobody submitted anybody. They both go home, and then sometimes there was no winners.
Yeah.
There's no winner. And then
You're
one of the
like, I have all
guys,
these facts.
and one of the guys was like, you know, it would be really nice to know who the winner was at the end. That would be
Yeah.
something important for me as a competitor
Yeah.
who won my division. So that's when we came up with a no time limit in the end. Like, okay, everybody's gonna compete until somebody dies. That's it. It's
Until
just gonna
somebody
go.
dies.
They're gonna go until somebody gives up, because
Right.
that's really what I think one of the major things of my grandpa, because his belief on it, Elio, his belief on it was that if you can end a fight 2 ways, either a knockout or either a loss of conscience or, you know, a submission, like a verbal submission, like stop.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So submission or knockout. So it was very important to me to kind of get that perspective. How am I going to end this?
Yeah.
And it just came about like it was perfect. It just fit it right in, and it just made sense.
Mm-hmm.
And the stuff that I do, because I'm so creative and I feel like I'm in the position in the sport that I can do things to make a difference, I really feel that I'm responsible, that I have the but the responsibility of pushing the envelope and going the next step.
Yeah.
Constantly, always, you know. I'm like, why isn't EBI in Brazil? Why?
Yeah.
Guys there compete here. Why isn't it? So we'll do it.
And you guys
Let's
gonna go
do
do
it.
that.
Let's go for it.
I love it.
And we did. So it was really, really, it was really.
Do you guys have a date set for Brazil yet?
No, they're using the past content from the past CBIs.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Okay.
it's
So
already
they
all
just
ready to
opened
go.
up the.
They're just opening up the spot in there, which is really cool. It's a test spot, which I'm really excited.
That's exciting.
I
That'd be
know.
fun.
So when
Remember
did you,
Brazil?
because, I mean, I know that you've had a couple super fights that went on for like an hour,
Yeah.
but when did you cut off the no time limit and turn it to overtime rules?
You know, when I felt like we were swimming in the same direction, but I was paddling in one boat, and those guys were in a different boat.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
You're
although
like, but
we're
they're
both,
my friends.
I'm like, guys,
Yeah.
and you know, they were amazing. We've always talked and exchanged ideas and the whole thing, but then I started warming up to the idea of the EBI because I thought they were more exciting to watch sometimes, and
Yeah.
I was like, okay, I love my rules, but this is more exciting, and it only made sense for us, all of us, to join forces and paddle together with the same, you know, ideologies than just separate. So it just
sure.
it just made sense, and I was like, okay, let's do it. He's like, really? And he's like, oh shit.
You totally just did Eddie.
Everybody says I do a really good Eddie. It's like, oh shit.
That was really good.
And then I was like, all right, yeah, that's it. We're doing it. For real? I was like, it's going to happen. I just want to know. The guys are asking me, is it going to happen for real?
Oh my god.
I was like, yes, it's happening.
That's totally Eddie.
So then, you know, and, but then I also, like, you hit that wall that I felt like, hey, submission only is down now. Like, people are doing it. It's on.
Yeah.
It's like, it's been released. It's gone. There's no turning back. It's free. And then everyone started creating their own submission rules and, you know, submission only rules. And I thought that was, how creative is this? And how creative is that? Then you can play with it. And what I wanted was to give them an option.
Yeah.
And competitors an option. And I felt like I more than accomplished that. So I was like, yeah, I can rest asleep now.
Done.
That everything's done. Job is done.
I like
Now
it.
it's gonna become what it's gonna become.
It's gonna become what it's gonna become, and that was the whole goal. I never wanted to trademark those rules. I never did trademark the rules. That wasn't my intention.
Do other
behind.
people do that?
They do that.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, rules
I
are
didn't know you
trademarked.
could.
Yeah, you can do all that, and I never wanted to because it wasn't what my intention was. My intention was to make it available so everybody could use it as much as possible and just go for it. It was just it was more about the love of the art and bringing back to its true essence than anything else.
Yeah.
It wasn't about. It was never about money, and I can't function if I have to work about money.
Yeah.
It's not like where my heart is.
Yeah.
But actually, if I could work and just work like with, you know, nonprofit organizations, I would do that all day, every day. Like that's what.
What would be one? Because it seems like you're really passionate about teaching people about veganism, but also just kind of seems like free thinking.
Yeah, like I said, this is a very. I am pretty much at this point right now. I feel in my life that I have a complete blank canvas. So
You can do
that's
whatever.
what
Yeah.
I can do whatever. I can move whatever. I can live whatever. I can work with whatever.
Yeah.
And it's so beautiful and amazing to be at a spot in your life that you can literally do whatever the hell you want.
Find something you like and just go with
And
it.
just go for it. If I feel like, okay, I'm not going to do anything this week, I'm just going to plan his birthday party, by the way. I'm going to invite you guys already for sure. So it's like, he's all like, this is my birthday party, and because Victor can't organize stuff. He's like, it's my birthday party, and you're Eddie's, I'm Victor's Donna, I guess.
That makes sense. Yeah.
Eddie's always like, I can't do that shit, Rose. You just gotta talk to Donna. I mean, she's great at that. just call Donna.
I see the similarities just in hearing you talk. I'm like, you two could probably like rule the jiu-jitsu world, I think.
We probably already do. Like I said, Donna, maybe we should just get in the same boat instead of.
There you go.
Right? People will be like, oh shit, here come Donna and Rose.
We're doing this, and then me in the background.
And it's really cool because Victor is the type of guy that really when you talk to him about stuff and ideas and we exchange ideas, really whoa, we go for it.
He gets so enthusiastic.
He really gets.
Anytime I ever talk to Vic about anything, he's always like, Jess. Jess. I love him. He gets so enthusiastic about everything.
He's really cool. And then, he's like, oh, he doesn't say Rose. He says, oh, Rose Gracie, you just not got to.
He says your full name.
Yeah, he's like, oh, that's Rose Gracie right there. Sit down. But he doesn't say, he just says it because it's funny. I have his bed here in his house. Victor, everybody has their funny things.
Yeah.
Victor sleeps in literally the corner of his bed. He doesn't even move any of the pillows. He has 30 pillows in his bed. He doesn't even move the pillows.
Are you serious?
I kid you not. He moves a little side of the bed, and then he lays in the corner there, and then he gets up in the morning. He just fixes that side and gets out.
Oh,
and he
my
has
God.
oh my God, is now. Wait a minute. He has a Tempur-Pedic, the most expensive bed you could possibly buy somewhere. That's his bed.
And he just
And he
in one
sleeps
tiny
in
corner.
a little corner.
So
like
when
a cat.
when I come over here, I literally just chill and just hang out anywhere. I'll lay in the couch Rose Grace, you can't lay in the couch. I'm like, dude, I'm so chill right here. All the kids are around me watching TV, and he's like, no, please take my bed. I was like, all right. So I was here with my aunt, and we ended up spending the night here. And my aunt, so we slept in his bed, and I loved it. I was like, oh my God, it's the best bed I've ever been
This is
to.
brand new. It's never been touched.
It's never been touched. So I was sleeping in his corner of the bed, on his side of the bed, and she was sleeping on the other side. And she wakes up in the morning, she's like, I feel so bad that we took him out of his bed to sleep in his room. You know what I'm saying? I'm half dead asleep, and I'm like,
I don't give a
I was
fuck.
like, Chia, let me tell you something.
He's fine.
You're laying on the other side of the bed that he doesn't even touch, so you should not
never
worry
been
about
over there.
anything. I'm laying on his spot, and I could care less that I'm sleeping here right now,
I
so
don't
you
care that
don't have to worry
You're like,
about
I don't
it.
care that he's on the couch. I don't care.
I could care less that I'm
I don't
taking his
think-
spot right
I
now.
don't think Vic cares either. When we did the cruise, he actually got a spot the day before we left, which is not possible. But he called me, he's like, Donna, I don't care. I'll sleep on the floor, just get me on the cruise. And I'm like, Vic, we can't. The tickets are all sold, that's not how shit works. And then somebody called and they were like, oh, I had an emergency. Something came up. Is there any way? And so I'm on the phone with Carnival Cruises and I'm like, here's the deal. And they're like, yeah, we'll do it.
Switch to
He's always like
I'm
that.
like, how did you do that?
He's
That
always
never
like
happens.
that. He's
Yeah.
always like that. It's freaking hilarious.
Yeah.
I'm super busy, doing the craziest thing. He's like, I needed to book this flight from you right now.
You can't do
Okay,
that.
I got you, homie. Where you going? He's like, you're so good at finding prices. I'm like, and then people are like, how do you get these prices that he talks about so good? I'm like, Google.
I know,
Just
right?
Google.
I just search.
I just literally put
Google.
from A to B
I just
on
don't
Google.
pick an airline and go.
And then I go to Google Flights, and it's right there. Nothing major. But he's like, oh, Rose does the best one. They get the best deals. I'm like, it's just Google.
I love people that do that. That's my favorite.
It's
It's
so
you just
fun.
do the normal thing,
Right.
and they're
They're like,
like,
"How did you do that?"
that's amazing. I'm like, I just did this.
Yeah, and then I know, today when I got here, I was like, Victor, and I tell him his full name and his date of birth from booking flights. I already know that off my head. Isaac Victor. Victor Davila Martinez. But yeah, he's really
Rocky's very,
It's very comfy.
you heard my name, you heard your name.
I know. He's a pop star here.
Yeah.
So
Dogs know I'm a dog person. They're like, oh, okay, lady, yeah.
yeah, I'm not a really dog person. Although lately I've been. It's not that I'm not a dog. I like dogs. I just always had dogs in the house. But in Brazil, you have people to take care of everything for you, and I never really had to take care of the dog. So I didn't really have
Fancy.
I didn't really have a doggy that was my doggy that I'm carrying around. It's just in the house.
Yeah.
and then somebody else is taking care of it.
It just wanders around.
He
It
just
crosses
wanders
your
around.
path
So I'm
every
like,
once in
get
a while.
out of here! Why the dog just pooped in here? And he just like continue moving, you know. We're like, hey baby, how are you? Okay, now let me go.
I'm bored now.
Yeah, like see you later. So I'm gonna take the dog for a walk, and it was like, all right, you know. But that's as far as my mom does not like animals at
Really?
all. Like, you know, Mom, I'm holding the dog. It's gonna shed everywhere. I'm like, this dog doesn't even shed. It's just like it doesn't even shed. But she's not into the animals at all. So we really didn't grow up around a lot of dogs. But it's funny because my kids want the dogs and they want the animals and they want the whole thing.
Well, yeah, because they work on a farm too.
Yeah, they have pigs. I tell them, we have pigs in there. Why do you need an animal here in the house too?
Oh my
I'm like,
God.
what is you guys doing? They're like, no, Mom, it's not the same. I'm like, to me, it's the same. Feed the animal, brush the animal, whatever.
Enjoy them over there, and then come
and
home.
then just come home. And so now we started looking into and studying the possibility of fostering animals just for a little bit of time.
Yeah.
So it gives them that experience, and it reminds. No, it gives me the reminder to tell them that's why I'm not getting an animal. Because look at me wiping this throw up right now. Do you know now
why am I doing this and
Do you know
not
now
you?
why I'm not getting an animal, right?
Why am I having to take him out right
Yeah,
now?
I'm
Why
like,
aren't you?
why am I picking up the poop? Like, why do I have to take this dog out? See, that's why you guys can't have animals. Terrible
But you did
parenting.
something good for this one.
Terrible parenting, but yeah, I'm totally going for that. That's why
That was
you
great.
don't pick up the poop, you can't have an animal. That's it.
That's fair. I think that's
I
the
think
minimum,
that's
right?
Fair enough.
That is an absolute minimum.
I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
Yeah.
So we had a dog at the house for about 3 months, and I went to Brazil,
How'd that
and then
go?
the dog
Oh,
pissed like in my room a couple times.
Oh no.
And yeah, it was a little crazy. It was really crazy, but it's under control now.
So is there still a dog? Or are you
When
still
you go back to
fostering?
No, we had one this weekend.
Oh, okay.
so
So you're still fostering
then
him.
people look at me like,
Only on a time limit.
what the heck, Rose? Why do you even add a dog to this confusion here? I'm like, yeah, that's a lot going on. But yeah, the dog is here. I couldn't travel.
It's a new
because I had
dog.
the
It's
dog.
not
I
the same
forgot.
one as the last time.
Yeah, but no, it's a cute dog. You know, it was a baby this time around, which I knew I wasn't very
Aw.
prepared for.
Oh,
And
yeah, it's more work.
yeah, I was like,
They're like actual babies.
yeah, I was like, why is this dog crying after I put it in the cage? And
Like,
it's
why
like
was
it's like a dog that stays
It
like
needs
in the
attention,
bed and the
too?
couch.
Yeah.
And everything mine is white in my house.
Oh.
Oh, you're like my mom. My mom is like that. God.
It's literally
With children
Bleach
and a
is
dog. Oh my god.
Bleach is my BFF. I'm like,
Oh my god.
Bleach,
Spray the
Bleach.
kids.
I was like,
Bleach
get the
the
dirty
kids.
feet out of my couch right now. What's the matter with you? You're gonna help me wash this week.
Oh my god.
Yeah, but I love white. It's very like. Hence the fact that I want to redo this spot here.
Oh.
Too dark for you.
So, what are we calling this place?
It's called I say the meeting room.
Alright.
It's literally
The meeting room at Master Vic's house. At the
For
EBO
grown-ups.
Studios.
Yeah, they do everything here. You see the
Yeah.
mats are out there in the garage,
I
and then
saw.
they have the whole studio, all the editing, it's all done here.
Oh wow.
And then every time I have meetings with Victor, like hence today too, I'm like, it's all here, which is
Nice.
perfect. And
Perfect, yeah.
they get
Everything looks perfect. I mean, you set it up right. It doesn't have to be in a studio. Like,
Yeah, no, and it takes it away. Like when we're talking and stuff, it takes it away from having to that
Yeah.
the desk feeling.
yeah.
This is not the business to have a desk
For
feeling.
sure.
Like,
No.
we're like Brazilian flag, Rio de Janeiro things up there, and
Yeah.
it's very relaxed. I like this area. I like Huntington Beach a lot.
It's pretty.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm thinking about coming maybe here too. There's a
nice.
possibility.
I want to come beachside.
Yeah,
So,
I'm definitely.
We'll join your
towards
clan.
the beach.
I'm
I know we can all
definitely
get in
coming.
the same boat and row.
Then
Yeah.
then
Victor's
we'll be
all
more
like, we're taking a
sisters.
house right here. Da, 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 da. It's like right next
Next
door.
door.
He doesn't.
You're here
I
all
don't
the
think he
time.
wants me to live next. I think he likes me living next door. I don't think he wants to because I'm a very big prankster, big time. And Victor, oh my God, he's like.
Oh,
my
him,
number
the one
victim.
that says, "Oh, this hasn't been recording."
He is my number one girl.
Oh my
the shit
God.
that I did to Victor is nothing compared to that.
Okay, well, I wanted to throw.
We're talking
something
about
at his
like
head.
I wrap his cars together.
Oh,
like I go
together?
for it. Yeah. And
This
individually.
fucking girl.
I wrapped his cars individually and then together. Like
Oh,
like
all
it's
of the
ceramic?
my
stuff.
God.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and toilet papers and T-Pizza's house. Just what you name it, I've done it for Victor. Like one time I hid inside of his house dressed up with like
You're
a
way
mask.
more than just salt in the sugar
Oh,
thing.
no, it's
or
so
sugar
much
in the salt
fun.
shaker or something.
Oh, way more than
Oh.
that. No way. So one time I hid it
Oh
in
my
his
God.
house with like a mask and like a big old
I would
jacket.
kill you. I hate being
Yeah,
around
yeah.
you. Oh my
Listen
god.
to me. If you saw Victor's reaction, you would just, for death, you would just laugh for the rest of your life. He was just gave this pitch scream, like I was like, no.
Oh,
just,
like a little girl?
like.
I did that. So I
Sorry.
work part-time as a personal assistant. I've been with the same person for like 10 years, so it's like the easiest job in the world. But when he goes out of town, which he does often, I'm who the security company calls if there's an issue with the house. And he was gone, he was out of the country, and I get this notification on my phone that the alarm has gone off at his house, and I misread it, and I'm thinking the back door has been jostled. So I'm like, I don't know, maybe an animal ran into it or something like that. So I drive over there, check the house, everything's fine, and then I go home. Same thing the next day. It goes off, we get this notification, but then the notification says burglary. I'm like, you guys couldn't come up with a better, like, hey, by the way, the alarm's going off, go check that shit out.
May or may not be a burglar.
But it's just burglary. And then I get on the phone with the security people, and I'm like, look, there's nothing wrong with the back door. Like, it kind of bird set it off. And she goes, no, the alarm's not for the door. The alarm's for inside the master bedroom. And I was like, what do you mean? She's like, there's some kind of motion in the master bedroom. And I was like,
Sometimes it's spider webs.
yeah, that's what we learned it. But so then I'm like super on edge. I was like, oh shit, okay. So then I'm like checking under all the beds in the house, like, you know what I mean? And I'm super on edge, and I listen to true crime podcasts on my phone.
That helps.
So I'm listening to one at the same time. So everything's fine, and I'm leaving the house, and I'm on the phone with the security company, and I hang up, but I've already like amped myself up. And I'm walking out the front door, and I close it, and I go to put my key in and lock it, and then out of nowhere, there's not a person, I just hear somebody go, Donna? I screamed, like a straight up little girl movie scream. I was like,
Oh my god,
and then
really?
their neighbor comes walking around the other side of the hedges. He knew, they were like, hey, by the way, if you see somebody around here, it's Donna. And so he was like, I'm so sorry, I was checking the mail. I've never seen a stranger laugh so hard at another stranger. Like, he was like, I wish I could have videotaped that. That was the funniest shit I've ever seen in my entire life.
Oh my
I
god.
was like,
I
That
love
is so
pranking
good.
people. It's like I have so much fun with it, especially because these guys are all tough. Michael Helson, you know Michael Helson from Hawaii?
no.
Yeah, he's I think he's a red belt now.
Okay.
Yeah, he's a red belt now for sure. And my Uncle House was at his house and watching TV. He forgot to pick me up at the gym so we could go home together because I used to live with him. And I was like, oh yeah? Okay.
Oh, Jesus.
It's on, homie. So I was like, it's on. So
Have you been like this since you were a kid?
I've been always like that. I've always been that way. So I went in the back of his house, and in Hawaii, the windows have these little glasses.
Okay.
Like, it's not like a full window. It has these little... It's
Okay, like
the slats.
shutters,
It's
like
slats,
shut-
yeah,
shutters,
like it's
but
glass.
but it's glass.
So then I was
yeah.
just running my nails like, oh. And then he's watching TV, and you see, like, I could see him, so he'd turn the volume down, and then he'd be like,
his ears perking.
yeah. And then, like, wait a little bit, and then he'd turn it back on. And then I'm like for a little bit, right? So then, after a while, he turned it back down again, and then he came by the window, like I could see him getting out. This stuff was coming like, you know. I was like, oh god, that's coming from far away. So I just dug. I was like, okay, wait, and then he checked the window, nothing outside, and like went back again and turned the TV back on.
Oh my god!
And
so
then
your
I
pranks would go on for like
Oh my
half
God,
an hour.
I went to the front door and I just went and did the police knock, like boom, 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 boom. And then he's like, wow. He gets up and he goes open the door. I was hiding behind the bushes and I just jumped on top of him
I would
like out
kill
of
you.
nowhere.
You would be
Dude,
dead.
I kid you not, my Uncle Helson, red belt, jiu-jitsu.
Like a little- like a
Like,
little girl.
he did this ninja like move that he was just like, I was like, where did you learn that, master? Like, where did you learn
Oh my god!
Brock is like, what are you guys
What the
doing?
hell's going on?
He literally jumped. And then I tell him, every time I tell the story, he's like, not. I was just doing the kick. It was the kick. I was doing the jiu-jitsu kick. You know, the kick Weiss used in the UFC. I was like, no, you weren't. You came on with some Karate Kid stuff back then. And yeah, but I have fun. So I know Victor he even misses, I think he misses it a little bit. I think he does. It was added a lot of spice to our lives having Victor next door. And he's like, oh, dude. Oils and the handles of his cars and the
Wait, he lived next door to you out in the
Inland
desert?
Empire, yeah. So when
Oh.
he moved, when I was saying like how we met when I went to El Paso, he was planning. He didn't know where he was going. I was like, just move out to California and just come near me and I'll help you with kids, whatever you need with Tori, because Tori was little.
Yeah.
And then he moved right like 2 houses up the street.
When did he live in the valley? Because I know.
Right after he left Rancho.
Okay.
So then he moved to the valley. Yeah, he was there for about a year in Cucamonga.
That was
like
the
he likes to
first.
say.
The first time I ever met him, we had a barbecue at his house. A whole bunch of people from Legends, and of course, as we are wont to do, we all started talking about jiu-jitsu, and then people started trying moves on each other. And he had one of the UFC cages in his backyard.
Oh, yeah.
He came over with his accent. He was like, guys, please.
Peace. That is so him. I love this guy.
Me too. I was like, oh, I love Master Vic.
Peace. The only person that's ever got me in a prank that I was
Is
like,
Victor?
no, Tori. I almost killed his ass.
Is this
I was
something
like-
he learned from you?
Probably. I think he was
Okay.
getting sick of me getting him all the time. So I get in the car and I'm always like, and he changed every single one of my radio stations. And I kid you not, I probably had 30 channels. This kid changed all my stations
That
to
sounds like
Hispanic
something you
music. So everything was like that. And I was like, oh my God, I'm going to kill this kid. And he's like, ha, I get you too. I was like, you are going to suffer big time. It's not even going to come right now. Revenge is the best meal served cold, my friend. It's going to come years from now.
Yeah.
be 21.
Yeah, exactly.
I haven't even delivered it to him yet.
And how
Oh, I
long ago
haven't.
was this other one?
Oh, honey, it's going to come in a way that he won't even see it
When
coming.
did he do this? How old was he?
No, it was years ago. It was, I would say, 4 years ago, 3-4 years ago. It's still not ready because there's a certain age that he has to be for me to be able to do this job that I want to
okay.
do.
Oh, you
He
have
has to be
something in mind
21.
already.
All right.
Yeah, he has to be 21.
You already
Oh,
have
I'd
something
like to
in
be
mind.
there for this.
Yeah.
Oh, I have something in mind.
Yeah.
Can you
right
do
now.
an event on
Yeah.
Facebook and invite us? Thank you. We'd like to be
But yeah, those pranks are always get Victor a little bit like.
Maybe we should
I
start
can't
a
even rap.
hidden camera prank show for Rose.
Oh
That's what
my
you should
God, I
do.
would love that.
And you can
That's
feed
my dream
people.
come true.
Let's do it.
That
That'll
is
be the jiu-jitsu hidden prank show. You like go into different academies and
Oh my God,
Yeah.
I prank so many people all the time. They already know it's me. Phone calls, you name it, I do it all.
Yeah, I've just
I
heard
love-
about your scary driving.
So you come up with the pranks.
People
so
have
that
been like,
other
oh,
people
you get in
be
Rose's car,
unexpected.
like, you're like,
Who would say such a thing? They would never get in my car again. Who is it? Who told you that? I can't believe it. You better remember that. You put it in such a quote. I'm actually a little bit better of a driver now. I'm consciously putting phones away. I'm cussing, not cussing anymore.
you're
I'm trying-
evolving. It's the year of change.
It's year of change. I'm,
I'm with
literally
you, girl. I'm
evolving.
with you.
Yeah, my cousin is in the house with me right now. She's like, you need to pay me $1 every
Oh.
time you say a curse word. And I'm like, homie, I'm just going to give you 100 up front.
Here's
Just
your
100.
This is good for like a
How many
month,
days are
right?
you here? Because
I'm gonna prepay it.
For the week, maybe? Here's the 100 for the week.
this is just 100.
Stop.
And
Chill.
Rocky is a tough cookie. If
I feel
Rocky
like
could
everybody's
talk,
had a dog named Rocky. I had a dog named Rocky.
Donna,
Really?
he has a Star Wars collar on.
Aww.
Oh, he bit me.
You don't know what that means, do you? Yeah.
I don't understand
What is
those
it?
words.
She's never seen Star Wars.
me neither.
See?
Me neither.
What? We're having a movie night.
This is...
We're having a movie night.
No.
Me neither. And I have Star Wars all over the gym. Which
Really?
Is like, and then they play jokes on me
We
like,
need to
who's
have a movie
Chewbacca's
night.
wife? And I only knew the
No.
only woman there was Princess Leia. I was
Yeah.
like, Princess Leia!
So everything's Princess Leia.
Who's Chewbacca's wife? Yeah, that was that the kids in
Do you know who Chewbacca is? He's like the
Yeah,
big
the
I
fuzzy
know,
thing,
it's
yeah.
the bear with the like flat iron
Yeah.
hair.
Ah.
Yeah, that thing.
The dog or the bear with the flat
I
iron
knew
hair.
that too.
Okay, good.
I couldn't have told
That's what
you.
I
I didn't
call
know he got married?
No.
No,
Oh.
so apparently
They were
that was
fucking
like
with
a
her.
Oh,
they
that
were
was the
messing
joke.
with
Is
me.
this? Oh, I see. I get
Yeah,
it.
so
See?
they were talking about because I got the first
That
one
just
right.
shows you I really haven't seen
They
the
say
fucking movie.
something and then I answer yogi, and they're like,
Yoda?
yes, Yoda, and it was right. The answer was right. Yes, him. And then they're like, oh, who's Chewbacca's wife? Because they were pissed that I didn't know anything and I had got the
Right
answer
answer.
right.
But did
And
you call him yogurt?
Yes, or Yoda. It's not Yoda?
It's Yoda.
Yoda.
Oh, Yoda. Yeah, there you go. Didn't I
There's
just
a
say that?
character named Yoda.
No, you said yogurt.
Or Yogi.
Yogi. Yeah, you're right. I could have said Yogi. Sometimes I do that.
Yogi
So him, so I got it right. So they were like, okay, well, who's Chewbacca's wife? And then the kids were like,
And you're like, yes, I got this.
"Ah!" And I was like, Princess Leia. They're like, she doesn't have a wife. And I was like, okay, whatever.
You're like, I said I hadn't seen
I
it.
did pretty good. 50-50 right
Alright.
now. We're
Alright,
good.
I'll take
All
it.
And I said, I don't want to play anymore. I'm going to get out with
I'm done.
50-50.
I'm good here.
Before all my chance are gone.
Okay. Well, we'd love to have you back on the podcast again. Can we come out to your, and we'll do a prank show. That's what we'll do.
Yes.
Yeah,
We'll
I
start
think
it with
that'd
a
be a good
prank.
one.
We'll start it with a good prank.
So okay. So where can everybody at home go find more information about
It's GracieWorlds.com, pretty much.
GracieWorlds.com? And does that have all the other dates in other cities too?
There's no other dates in other cities.
This
It's
is
only one.
Just
That's
one
it.
So people need to
Yeah,
come
and
here
there are
for
going to
this.
be no discount codes too. So
Oh.
right now,
Oh.
yeah. So right now it's the cheapest it's going to be,
Okay.
and then about 2-3 weeks it goes up. It's going to go up like slowly.
Okay.
And it's the end of August?
Yes.
August 30th, right? I reposted it.
Yeah. So
Tomorrow.
right now it's the price with the discount code already. So then I don't have to do any of that discount code.
All right.
I
like it.
Making it simple.
I like it.
I
It's making
see.
it simple. Making it
And what if
simple.
everybody
nice.
wanted to follow you on all the social media?
I'm pretty sure they can find me. It's not brain surgery.
Type in Rose Gracie in the
Yeah.
search bar.
Look for Rose Gracie, and then you'll find her.
There you go.
All right.
You probably, if you're watching this, you probably have a few friends in common with
It's
her.
true. Yeah.
So there's that too.
Mine is
Random
not
people.
like freedom, black, yellow, blue, 237.
All the belts.
It's like, okay.
To the __ 237.
Yeah, no, it's pretty simple.
Somebody
Nice.
tried to give me like an _HR _ blah blah blah. I'm like, I'm never. Why would I ever even remember
Why would you do that?
I don't.
Yeah,
Stop.
it's yeah. I have another Rose Gracie. She's somewhere in Boulder, Colorado. I think she's
Really?
a cop. Yeah, but I am.
Is Gracie from a common name in Brazil or is
No,
it?
not at all. Yeah.
So
it's
your
pretty
family
much
is
our
the
family.
Gracie family.
Yeah.
All right.
And it's not even common here. Like when people ask.
Yeah, I've
like
never
when
heard.
sometimes if I say something, they're like, "Wait, wait a minute." Like
You mean Garcia?
as in
no,
like
Gracie.
No, they do say Garcia sometimes.
Right.
Rose Garcia.
I'm like, no.
I was
You're
like,
like-
oh boy. DMV for sure. I'm
Oh,
gonna
yeah,
get the
for sure.
Garcia.
Knock the camera down. I have
Did
a
he?
feeling it's going.
No, he's
No.
he's just checking things out.
He's shaking.
Yeah, and then
Okay.
but yeah, no, it's just us. And then they go like the Gracie, like wait a minute.
Ooh.
Like
The,
like
the, like the,
The Gra-
like
yeah,
the,
the
ye.
Gracie.
like are you like related to Royce?
Yep.
And I'm like, yes.
You're like,
Don't
yeah.
ever say his name again.
Royce.
Yeah.
Yeah, that guy.
That one.
That guy.
Yeah. Somebody asked me last week if I still did taijutsu, and I was just like,
Sure.
I do. Yeah.
I have a
Say
friend-
yes to whatever they say, whatever they call it. Just
I have a friend of mine that's a major software engineer. Like he's creating something that's like crazy, and I don't really know much about what he's creating. So I was like, "How's that thing that you're doing with the wind thing?" And he's like, "Pretty good. How's karate schools? They're doing well."
It's
I'm
doing great.
"Touche." I was like,
there it is,
"You
yeah.
got me."
Hiya!
Yeah, I love it when people are like, yeah,
Yeah.
jiu-jitsu, or they misspell
No.
it too. But
And
it's
you're
okay.
like, okay.
I have a pet peeve. Now, the one thing I don't like.
Oh, please. Oh, I know. Can I guess? I know what it is.
why do I feel like it's?
I don't like when she says people say, oh,
No.
Oh.
Oh my God, yeah. That is like the worst. That doesn't even exist. That's so silly.
it's not a real word?
It's not a jiu-jitsu
Isn't
thing.
it like a Japanese word? Like asu?
It's not a jiu-jitsu thing.
Oh, it's
not
not?
a jiu-jitsu thing.
Then where did it
period.
come from? It is now.
Some knucklehead said it, and then I see some of my friends, like old timers, they're like, oh, so I'm like, what the heck are you saying that? You sound so stupid saying that. Don't say that ever again. Why would you say that? That is like so stupid.
So it's not a
stop now.
Brazilian thing?
It's not, but it's not even a jiu-jitsu thing. This has happened for the last like 2-3 years.
Oh,
Whatever.
seriously?
Yeah, and then I see these black belt old timers like, oh, I'm like, you're an idiot. Like,
Just
this
stop.
is terrible.
Just
Just
stop
stop
now.
right now.
Oh, that's so funny. I had no idea.
Yeah.
What about the? I'm gonna totally bring it back in for a minute. The I forget what the ritual's called when somebody gets belted
Oh,
in
they
the
hit
gi.
each other?
I
The-
hate
The
that.
guillotine?
I
that
think it's
from what?
stupid.
That's an
The-
American
not the
thing, isn't
guillotine,
it?
No, it's a Brazilian thing.
Is it? I
yeah,
thought I
it's a
read that
Brazilian
it's
thing.
something that was invented in the
No,
90s here.
no. It's been going on for a long time.
Oh, it is a
and you
thing.
know, I
Okay.
think
well,
that
it's still
is.
stupid either way.
I
but
think it's really stupid.
It is.
I think it's silly. I don't like it, especially when they do without a gi, a long
Yeah.
line, and people are trying to purposely hurt somebody.
Marcelo Garcia just banned it from his school.
Good.
Good
More
for
people
him.
should follow it. And
Yeah.
I tried to ban it from my school. I did it for a while, but it's back already on, and I'm just like, I just turned the.
yeah. Some of the
Forgive
guys
it.
you see them like
Forget
freaking
about
whipping
it,
that
button.
shit like they're gonna whip the shit out of someone.
Yeah. I know.
You're like,
Some of me see
like
the
they're gonna
videos,
go
you're
wet
like,
the
why?
Listen, I am
Are you
guilty
hitting
as
your
charged.
friend?
At one point, when I wasn't really like in connection with what I really feel about things,
Yeah.
I would put a knot in the bottom of the belt, and I just hit it just as hard too.
Wow.
But not like not
You're
my
mean,
thing.
Rose Gracie.
Yeah.
No, I'm not. I was just being stupid and following what everybody else told me to. Now I think
Now
for my
you're
own.
telling me.
Now I'm just like, no, that's stupid.
Booyah.
The worst ones that they do the takedowns though, that is something really scary. I've seen that happen and gone really in the south.
Yeah,
Terrible.
I'm not. Yeah.
Because I have a white belt that's never trained before doing a takedown somebody that's getting promoted. That's like
Or
the
somebody's gonna
stupidest thing.
spaz out and try and stop it and hurt the person who's
I feel
taking
like
it
they
down.
do that in Van Nuys, but they do like they have like a
They do it
padded
very
thing and
softly
it's very
in Van
soft.
Nuys,
And it's
yeah.
just for
I've
fun
seen
and
it
jokes.
in the gym in
And, like,
Colorado,
that's, you know,
and I
whatever.
was mortified. And I literally like ripped that guy a new like
Oh, shit.
behind after the owner of the school.
Yeah.
I was like, you are to never do something like that, especially when I'm around here.
Whoa.
Like you're crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, somebody was
Seems-
with me and he was like, Rose, I think you kicked that dead body enough already. That guy got it. I was like, no, not to me. Until I get it all out, he didn't get it yet. Not enough. Till I get everything that I want to say out, he didn't get it enough yet.
Oh
That
my
was it.
god. No, it does sound like
Thanks
it
for
doesn't
coming
sound
by,
like it.
girls.
Thanks for
Thanks for
hanging
coming
out.
on.
Yes,
coming
the
on.
other
we love you. We love you, Rose Gracie.
Thank you.
All right. Yay.
Aw,
We'll have you on again.
hug.
We'll have you on again. All right. Bye, guys. We'll see you next week.
Deuces.